You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay, y'all. Sorry for the delay. Hold on. Hope everybody out there doing good. Happy Hour Thursday. A lot of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of talking, a lot of contracts, distribution. Not signed yet, though, but close. Y'all read the title. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, damn it. Smash the like button. Hold on. Give me 1 sec, y'all. Give me 1 sec. All right, my friends. Oh, man. What a Thursday. What's good, Khalil? What's good, France? What's up, Glenn? What's good, Six? What's good, man? Smash the like button. I know I ain't sent no notification because, of course, I think I already did like 3 videos a day. So after the 3rd video, they don't send notifications. So if it's just gonna be us, then let it be us. You know, the amigos. What's good, Lisa? What's good, Queen? Guido, what's good? What's good? SS, what's good? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Nate Morgan, what's good? Happy Hour Thursday. What y'all drinking today? Whiskey, wine, water, tequila, pussy juice. Excuse my language, sorry. It's a Christian show. I'm rich in spirit as well. Okay. What you sipping on, man? I'm sipping on sparkling coconut, and mango sparkling water mixed with I'm taking shots of little cognac here and there, you know. Take a little bit shot of cognac right here. Don't worry about it, man. I'm always turned up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm always turned up. Prime was good. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Man, a lot of moves is being played. A lot of people like this fight, and then a lot of people don't think highly about this fight. And I'm talking about Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. Now, I don't think, it's good. Black and brown was good. Where's the white Red Bull? My coconut Red Bull. It's something about coconut. I just like coconut. Nah, I don't got it with me now. Not today, man. I'm trying to slow down, man. Too much sugar, Black. I'm trying to slow down on that. So I got the no calorie coconut bowl and basket specialty sparkling water. It's good though. Now, it's something to be said about Devin Haney. And you know what? Devin Haney is actually doing what we wish the prime fighters would do today. Yes, Devin Haney, the 21-year-old, is doing what the prime fighter is supposed to be doing today. Why does it take 21-year-old to act like an A-side, act like a boss, which he is a boss, got his own promotional company? He's sending contracts. Now, I told y'all once before, a call-out is only legit when you actually send a contract. Other than that, everybody just calling each other out. Other than that, people just calling each other out. And I'm just telling the people, identify the clout, identify the cap, identify all the BS. We smart enough. Kalua was good. We smart enough. Chat was good, my brother. Che Collins, what's good, my brother? Thank you very much. Happy Hour Thursday. What's up, my people? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me get a shot of these. Let me get a little shot. You know, I think I get turned up more when I'm actually a little bit sober. Ay, ay, ay. ¿A quién vamos a matar hoy, coño? ¿A quién? Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a 21-year-old to teach these dudes, these prime dudes, how to conduct business, how to push promotions aside, how to push the power plays aside, right? Mass media to a side. Think about it, y'all. Have y'all heard about Eddie Hearn in this situation? Have y'all heard Eddie Hearn talk about Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney like that in mass media? No. These fighters are the one that's calling the shots. I like it. That's the way that it should be. That's how you cut off the middleman. That's how you cut off the middleman. Bro, if AJ or Wilder send a contract to light heavyweight, you'll crucify them. How about send a contract to each other? How about that? How about send a contract to each other? At least he's 21 years old. He's 21. He could do that. He could do that. I'm not gonna cast him because he's sending a contract to a dude that's 2 weights below him. Let's not act like Gary Russell Jr. don't got supreme skills. Don't act like Gary Russell Jr. don't got supreme skills. Oh, yeah, he could be smaller, but you know what? Somebody got to be small. Somebody got to be big. Ain't nobody the same exact height. Ain't nobody the same exact weight. Ain't nobody rehydrates the same way. Come on. Come on, man. I like really now a lot of people talking about the height. We understand, yes, 2 weight classes. Gary Russell Jr. is a 5'4", short arms. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to look at height now? Going to look at weight? Wasn't Mike Tyson a guy that just fought a bunch of tall and heavy-ass dudes? Who cares, man? At least the young dude, he's sending contracts. And we all know that Gary Russell Jr. needs a fight. And I'm not saying that's the best fight for Devin Haney. No, whoa. Hold on. I don't think that's the... I don't think that's the great fight for Devin Haney, but you know what? It's better than all his opponents. So let's not neglect that. It's better than a Santiago. It's better than all his opponents. Gary Russell Jr. got the most supreme skills of any of his opponents. Now we're really going to be mad at Devin Haney for setting a contract now because the dude is smaller? Nah. Gary Russell Jr. got supreme skills. Gary Russell Jr. got supreme skills. And he could learn a lot that night. We all know that. Now, the issue is, do you feel like Gary Russell Jr. is that guy that got supreme skills? Now, it's the level of respect that people have for Gary Russell Jr. Now, of course, we don't like the way his career's been moving. IBT, what's good, my brother? Come on, man. This is not a good matchup, and I applaud the other champs for not taking fights like these. Hey, I'm not saying it's a wonderful matchup. All I'm saying is a better, for me, it's a better than Gamboa fight. To me, this fight is better than Gamboa. Yo, at the end of the day, people move up, bro. People move up. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran. He was smaller. Are we going to say that wasn't a great fight? He was smaller. Who cares? How about if Gary Russell Jr. comes out and wins? It's good for Gary Russell Jr. The thing is, people are only seeing the side of Devin Haney. People are only seeing the side of Devin Haney, but y'all not seeing the side of Gary Russell Jr. He's going up two weight classes to fight a belt holder, WBC belt holder, right? So why we just can't look at Gary Russell's side of this? Let's not act like we never seen a smaller guy being the bigger guy before. Let's not act like we don't know what Manny Pacquiao has done in his career. Let's not act like Roberto Duran. Let's not act like what he has done in his career. Let's not act like guys never moved up to fight the bigger man. Let it rock. He's 21 years old. Who cares? Why are we going to cast like, oh my God, he needs to fight the biggest fight of his life right now? No, the only reason why we want these guys, Devin Haney, to fight the biggest fight is because what his contemporaries at his age range is doing. Because we see Teofimo Lopez fighting Lomachenko. Because we see Ryan Garcia about to fight with Luke Campbell. So, of course, we're looking at Devin Haney and be like, yo, who you going to fight? Because these guys are fighting somebody. Gervonta St. Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz. So, who you going to fight? Huh, Haney? We didn't want to see no Gamboa. Of course, I want to see Devin Haney fight Richard Comey. That'd be a good fight. He's available. Of course, I want to see Devin Haney fight Felix Verdejo. That's a good fight. I would like to see that. So, of course, we could go back and forth and talk about opponents that's there. But you know what? Hey, it has a buzz to it. Let it happen. What's good, Prince? Gary Russell will probably end his career as a 3-world champ anyways. I think that, and that's what I mean. I mean, like, of course, I think people are looking to the side of Devin Haney alone. Why is he fighting this excuse my language. Why is he fighting this younger guy? Not this bigger guy, I mean. Why is he fighting this bigger guy? Or why Devin Haney is fighting this smaller guy? Matter of fact, why is Devin Haney fighting this smaller guy? But y'all ain't looking at why Gary Russell Jr. is fighting the bigger guy. He doesn't get credit. I mean, let's be real. I see people trying to compare this to Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Not really. No, this is not a comparison to Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Errol Spence was in his prime when he fought Mikey Garcia and still in his prime. This is a 21-year-old, which we don't know. He hasn't fought any type of elite fighters. He hasn't fought an overall 20 ranked fighter yet. So let's not act like, yo, this is a prime Devin Haney seeking to fight a little guy like Gary Russell Jr., which is in his prime, which is supremely skilled, supreme speed, supreme intellect. Now, does Devin Haney got the skills and talent to answer Gary Russell Jr.'s questions? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I agree, Black. I agree. Perfectly fine fight for a 21-year-old. This one with age. Now, you tell me that Devin Haney was, what, 29-year-old or something like that, man. When you got supreme skills like a Gary Russell Jr., moving up is good. And we got a young guy like that got the potential to be one of the forefronts of the sport of boxing. That's still good. So this is what it is when it comes to boxing, man. Sometimes we need to chill, relax. We're too unhappy, yo. We're too unhappy as fans. We're too unhappy sometimes. Like, really, like, let's be happy. Let's be content. Let's just watch, yo. Let's just sometimes, you know what, man, just give me something and I'll watch it. Give me something decent. And this is a decent fight. This is a decent fight. And like I said, a real call out is when you send a contract. So Devin Haney sent the contract to Gary Russell Jr. Good. Gary Russell Jr. has acknowledged it. They're gonna sign. They're gonna fight. Johnny boy, it was good. Yeah, man, I'm getting used to this, man. You know, I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to the people out there. I know who's the haters. I know who's the supporters. I know who's the neutral people out there. But y'all already know, man, it's getting carried away. And it's true, man. We're messing, a lot of people out there messing up boxing content. Good boxing content. We're just trying to have a great dialogue. We could disagree, agree, bitter with everybody, but we know when people trying to come and sabotage the whole live, I think it needs to be regulated now. I wasn't a dude that felt like I needed to to mute people, to send wrenches, because I thought that I'm walking into a community that just really want to talk about boxing. But it feels like a lot of people just out here trying to sabotage lives, trying to have clout, trying to have their 15 seconds of fame. And I think I'm done with that. Shout out to the people out there, man. My condolences go out to the family members that have lost ladies and men, gentlemen and ladies that have lost, that's been lost in 9/11. Shout out to those family. My condolences go out to those family that lost their loved ones. We're going to have a heavy heart around the world, especially the United States, especially in New York City, my home. I'm going to tomorrow. I will be going to downtown. I will be going to where the World Trade Center was at. I always go every year. I'll probably also go live tomorrow night. Pay homage, man. Pay homage, man. It was a I remember that day like it was yesterday, y'all. But we talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to go live probably over there around the Freedom Tower. Glenn, hey, here we go. Good looking out, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that to the fullest. Glenn. Good looking out. I see a bright future on this channel without the trolls. Big ups to the Punch Run Boxing community. Big up to y'all. Thank you very much, my brother, man. I appreciate that. Y'all already know, man. Thanks for the love and the support. Highly appreciate it, my brother. Highly appreciate it, man. Don't go corporate. Yeah, man, I'm blocking everyone that try to sabotage me. Yeah, I'm going corporate. So what? I'm going YouTube corporate. If you don't like it, hey, find yourself another channel to troll. If you don't like it, find yourself another channel to troll. I don't got the time, man. I got kids. I got a wife. I got people that really want me to talk about boxing. There's a lot of people that come in. They want to talk boxing. They tune in. They tune out because they see this shit like a jungle sometimes. And sometimes we can have fun and games. But you know what, man? We want to talk about boxing. God bless all the families that suffered during. Yes. God bless all the families that suffered during the disaster. I was like 10 years old. I remember I didn't understand exactly what happened, man. I was going to school. Man, it was crazy. But I really want to talk about that tomorrow, bro, because I'm gonna be in, around the Freedom Tower tomorrow. I want to do a live out there and then just talk about, the experience, everybody else's experience. If you got a story, we could chop it up. You're not one of these Wilder fanboys who think Fury cheated, are you? No. I don't think Fury cheated at all. Nah, I don't think that. I don't buy that story. I mean, you could take into consideration what if Wilder's saying something or whatever. You take it into consideration just because we know that this is a corrupted sport. So you could take these into consideration. My ears are open to what But at the end of the day, man, I think it was a good fight. Tyson Fury did his thing in the second fight. He bullied Deontay Wilder, and hopefully in the trilogy, Deontay Wilder comes back. Hopefully in the trilogy, he shows up in better condition. I hope he goes back to the drawing board, polish things up. But no, Tyson Fury did his thing. Tyson Fury is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, probably number one heavyweight of the world. Give all the credit to Tyson Fury. I'm not taking none away from Tyson Fury. All those narratives, I'm not buying all that narrative. Not right now. It's too old. Who cares? We're going into the trilogy. Put that behind us. These fighters got to go back to the drawing board, just like Tyson Fury went to the drawing board. Just like, yo, what's good, my brother Johnny? Good looking out, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. It means a lot to me, my brother. It means a lot, bro. Thank you for the support. Everybody, man, subscribe to Johnny Boy Fights Palace. Subscribe to a good channel. Subscribe to Boxing, the raw and uncut Johnny Boy. Subscribe. So Y'all already know, man. If you follow the channel, y'all know my displeasure of what's going on with the WBC. Because my beef when it comes to Devin Haney's belt, it's not Devin Haney, it's the WBC. It's the WBC. The WBC has made it look like Devin Haney is some type of WBC stepchild in the lightweight. My beef is not that Devin Haney it might not be that legit champion that you may look at. The WBC made this franchise up, Loma elevated Haney, and they still and Lomachenko still in 135 pounds. So it looks bad. It looks like, yo, but he's the champion. We know he's the champion. He's still in 135. He didn't move out. He didn't move to another division. He didn't retire. And that's the thing. So people want to say, what about the Charlo? What about Charlo and Devin Haney? Well, Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, he moved. He hasn't fought in the middleweight division, in which if Canelo Alvarez is not campaigning in 160, then you elevate Charlo. That's why Charlo, it looks different from Devin Haney, because Lomachenko is still at 135. Now, let's get back to the fight. Let's get back to Devin Haney's moves. Kalua, what's good, my brother? Good looking out, good looking out. Still waiting for the hats, man. Yo, they Teespring, man. I don't know what the hell is happening over there, man. I think I gotta do that manual. I gotta do that manually though. So yeah, they effing up on that one, but I'll talk about that a little later. IBT setting offers at 21. So how you got 21-year-old, bro, sending offers and sending contracts, in which a lot of fighters say that they bosses. A lot of these fighters say that they're their own boss. But then when you ask them a question, Al Heyman. I didn't hear Eddie Hearn. I didn't hear Devin Haney said, oh, hold up, let me talk to Eddie Hearn to figure things out. But Crawford mentions him, Bob Arum. Earl Spence mentions Al Heyman. Deontay Wilder mentions Shelly Finkel. Anthony Joshua mentions Eddie Hearn. Devin Haney was like, he's handling his own business. Eddie Hearn, hey, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna send a contract to this. You ain't hear about Eddie Hearn sending a contract and Eddie Hearn having to deal with Al Heyman. You ain't hear that throughout this buildup of Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney. You did not hear it. 21-year-old called the dude, a 21-year-old sending a contract. A 21-year-old is telling the numbers, look, I'll give you $1.5 million. This is the talk, bro. You don't hear this from Earl Spence. You don't hear this from Bud Crawford. You don't hear this from Anthony Joshua. You don't hear this. You don't hear this like that. And more boxes. We can name more boxes. I just put them on the thumbnail because those are the type of matchups that we wanted to see. We wanted to see Bud Crawford, the biggest matchups. Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. But they're not the only ones. They're not the only ones. How the hell Devin Haney is taking the lead? He's acting like a real boss. He did not only say, I want to fight you. I called you out. I'm going to send you a contract, and this is the number that I think that you're worth, $1.5 million. That's boss moves, bro. That is boss move. You cannot, you got to respect those moves. I'm calling you, I want to fight you. I'm going to send you a contract, and I'm going to send you $1.5 million. Now here, take that. That's boss moves. That's boss moves. You got to give credit where credit is due. This 21-year-old is acting like he's in his prime. That's boss moves. You ain't even hear guys like, you ain't even hear guys like Floyd Mayweather speak like that in his age. You ain't even hear guys like that with Oscar the Hall. You ain't hear guys like that. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest, brother. Whether you don't like Devin Haney, whether you like him, whether you support him, whatever you got your beef with Devin Haney. Facts is, he says, I want to fight you. I'm going to send you a contract, and I'm going to send you $1.5 million. Now go ahead and sign it. Strictly like that. Strictly like that. I don't care really about the size difference. I don't care too much. At 21 years old, this is a good fight. This is a good fight. This is not Devin Haney in his prime. It seems like y'all people looking at Gary Russell Jr.'s height more than his skill set. Gary Russell Jr. got a supreme skill set, bro. Is his power going to carry? Yeah, we all know that Gary Russell Jr. probably got Brillo hands, got speed. Sometimes throw the speed to in the same speed. We know that he probably stays in the pocket too long, in my opinion. Devin Haney, good footwork, good range, know how to use that jab, consistent with the jab, in which that's like a lost art in the sport of boxing. Great teachers, because that's the hype around Devin Haney more so than anything. Is the hype around Devin Haney, the Mr. Miyagi's around Devin Haney. That's really his hype until he really fights supreme skillful fighters to actually commend his potential. I want to see that fight too. Nakatani had reach on Tio. Yes, he did. Now, again, I'm not saying I am not exactly. Sugar Ray Leonard had reach on Durant. Yes. Everybody got reach on somebody. Everybody got reach. Ain't nobody the same size. And nobody rehydrates the same way. So with this size stuff, like, are we gonna sabotage it as fans and be unhappy on another fight again? You know, aren't we tired of being unhappy? This guy is young. You shouldn't get mad that he's fighting Gary Russell Jr. He's 21 years old. You tell me the opponents that you know, what's his name? Boots Ennis is fighting. Name me his opponent. He's 25-0, 23 knockouts. Name me his opponent. He got supreme skills. Who he's fighting? Regardless of their weight. Who he's fighting? This is boxing. Somebody got to move up. Gary Russell Jr. is moving up. Now, of course, the Gary Russell Jr. with the Bud Crawford, that was out of line, right? That was out of line. People was like, oh my God, 4 division, he's moving up. Nah. That shouldn't be. No, man, he's clowning. He's crazy. He's dumb. Now he's saying, okay, 2 weight classes down, and I'm fighting a young guy, and people still not going to like it. People still not going to like it. They say Manny Pacquiao was too small too. How about if Gary Russell Jr. beats Devin Haney? Is he going to get credit for it? We're just a lot of people just looking at one side, the Devin Haney side. There's always the bigger guy and the smaller guy. It's always like that. It's always like that. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not about winning and losing. It's about how you win and how you lose. It's how you win and how you lose. We're frustrated with Gary Russell Jr. and his career, right? We're frustrated with Gary Russell Jr.'s career just like we're frustrated with Demetrius Andrade's career. We're frustrated with both of these guys' career because we already knew we already knew that coming to them as from the amateurs to the professional level that they was going to be at this point in time, they should be top 5 pound for pound, top 10 pound for pound with the potential that they had. These are the 2 careers that really is a disappointment. Demetrius Andrade and Gary Russell Jr. If Gary Russell Jr. is trying to make it right now, let him make it right now. If anything, everybody should like Gary Russell Jr.'s moving up. Devin Haney is a young guy. The only reason why we do want to rush Devin Haney is because what the other guys are doing. And his contemporaries at his age. If Teofimo Lopez didn't fight Vasily Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia is not fighting Luke Campbell, then we probably wouldn't hear all this pressure because we would know that, okay, these guys are still young. But just like I said, this is why I said that Teofimo Lopez is the captain of the generation. And what I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I said this a long time ago. I said it since day one. This is why I said Teofimo Lopez is the captain of the generation. Because Teofimo Lopez's move in fighting Lomachenko will have these guys under pressure to go and fight the fight. What I told y'all. This is why I call Teofimo Lopez the captain of the generation. Because once he said, I'm going to fight Lomachenko, and once that fight was really bound to happen, everybody has to follow suit. Or everybody going to be like, who the because you fighting? Who the hell are you fighting? Because Teofimo Lopez is fighting this. Teofimo Lopez is the commander-in-chief of this generation by fighting Lomachenko. Because now all these dudes will have to follow suit. And they are. And now it's becoming a great era. It's becoming an era that we're going to count on. We see Devin Haney throwing out numbers and giving out contract. We see Teofimo Lopez trying to fight the best. We see Ryan Garcia about to fight Luke Campbell. Everybody was mad at Ryan Garcia because he was turning out a fight with in July 4. Then he turned out another fight, right? And then he goes and look at this fight. He's not turning down this fight. So we got to be happy with that. You see? You see how things turn out? That's what I'm talking about. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's go. Smash the like button. Let's preach. Let's take him to church, Punch. Let's take him to church. Explain how Teofimo Lopez becomes cash cow if he beats Loma again. Oh, I got something with you, brother. I got something with you. I'm gonna post that video in a minute. Whoa. Yeah, but Gary isn't a big 130 pounder. It doesn't matter. He got a supreme skills. He got supreme skills. He got supreme skills. He got supreme skills. Ain't nobody in his weight class trying to fight him. So what people want Gary Russell Jr. to do? Ain't nobody. He's been calling out everybody. Nobody wants to fight him. They undercut him with the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Gervonta Tank Davis was not supposed to be having that fight. Let's keep it real. He was not supposed to be having that fight. So Gary Russell Jr. got to do the extreme and call out people from other weight class so he can get a fight. And there you go. He got a fight because he's calling a bigger dude. And now people see, okay, I could beat up this little guy. Let's not act like Gary Russell Jr. don't want to fight the best. He's been calling out these people for quite some time. They don't want to fight him. He was lined up to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Gary not really good on the inside. I mean, let's see. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. We will get to see where Haney is really at. We could get to see where both are really at. Yo, people are saying that. Yo, people say, look, what was it? Bill Haney yesterday said that this is gonna be Gary Russell Jr.'s last fight. They're gonna retire this dude. He's really in his prime right now. Probably in the back end of his prime. Yeah, I like that, Johnny, man. Gary versus Haney is like this. Gary, speed, volume, experience versus Haney, youth, size, and technique. Yes. Now, let's say if Devin Haney was that type that's knocking out everybody. I'm talking about he's a walking knockout artist. But Devin Haney is not your knockout artist, right? So it's not like, oh, my God, Gary Russell Jr., don't do it. Don't do it. He's not your supreme knockout artist. We don't see Devin Haney as a knockout artist like that. We don't see him like that. Now, if Devin Haney was knocking everybody out like Edgar Berlanga, first round knockout in 135 pounds, I'll be like, all right, Devin Haney, all right, Gary Russell Jr., stay where you at. Stay where you at. Stay where you at. Don't go against this monster. Devin Haney is not a monster. Devin Haney is got great technical skills. Got technical skills with the guys that he's been in front of. We still don't know how he could do with supreme skills. Now, this is a good fight for Devin Haney at the age of 21. At the age of 27, no. But at the age of 21, yes. And that's what I'm saying. Now, it would look like a mismatch if Devin Haney was knocking out everybody. I'm talking about a knockout artist. Then I would be like, Gary Russell Jr., hell no, this fight is not fair. But don't tell me he's not doing it. Let's see how he has developed. Let's see if the shoulder is really good. Let's see. Haney got a lot of proof. He got a lot of proof. And Gary Russell Jr. has a lot of proof too. And this will speak high value for Gary Russell Jr. to come in and beat the bigger guy. And no matter how we will like it, yeah, there's going to be people going to be like, oh, yeah, but Gary Russell Jr. was little. This fight is going to actually gauge. If Devin Haney does great against Gary Russell Jr., it's going to gauge him because we already know that Lomachenko beat Gary Russell Jr., and that's the gauge. That's the marination. You know, that's the journey. That's the journey. Age is very important in this case. Good fight for 21-year-old. Yes, it's a good fight, Black. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. We gotta be satisfied. We gotta be satisfied, content with sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. As boxing fans, we gotta be content sometimes. We gotta be content. We gotta be content. We want to see Devin Haney get in the ring with somebody with supreme skills. Yes, he's smaller, but F it, man. It happens in the sport of boxing. Even when you're in the same size, even in your respective division, there's gonna guy that's gonna be rehydrate way more than another. There's somebody going to be rehydrating way more than the other. There's not the first time that a little guy is going to move up to fight a bigger guy. Let's not act like we never seen this before in the sport of boxing, y'all. Let's not act like we haven't seen this in the sport of boxing. I don't even know why a lot of people is getting this carried away. Stop, y'all. Come on. It's not that. It's not really highly to criticize. It's not like that. The reason why we saw that Mikey Garcia, and because people try to compare the Mikey Garcia, yo, it was good, Nurse, what's good, my brother. The reason why we wanted to get, people wanted to criticize Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence is because Earl Spence is a big 147, and because people feel like he was destroying dudes in that momentum, right? That's how people felt like it. He destroyed Peterson. Before that, he destroyed Bundu. He stopped Kell Brook. He stopped legitimate fighters. Top quality opponents. Devin Haney hasn't done that yet. His opponent's not even the ranked 20s. So don't try to compare this, people, to Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence. Two different type of comparison, two different type of fighters, two different type of outcomes in their last prospective fight, two different type of opponents that they have in their resume. That's why we look at that fight and be like, come on, man, you already know that Earl Spence is going to wash Mikey Garcia. And at the end of the day, he didn't even wash him. At the end of the day, he didn't even wash him. Now, let's say a lot of people talking about the weight, the height, the weight differences. If Gary Russell Jr. go a whole 12 rounds with Devin Haney, what would y'all say? What do y'all expect of this fight? Put it that way. What's your prediction, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to be a knockout? Is it going to be a stoppage? Is it going to go a whole 12 rounds? Because in my opinion, I think it's going to go a whole 12 rounds. What y'all think? Spence outweigh Mikey by 20 pounds. Haney will not outweigh Russell by no more than 20 pounds. Rehydration, maybe. People say that Gary Russell Jr. is gonna be slower, but he might be stronger. He might be stronger. I hope Devin fights Gary Russell Jr. That would be a notable win for Devin. As of right now, I don't think Devin has proved himself. That's fair. That's fair. Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. If Loma couldn't stop Gary Russell, what the F makes you think Haney is going to do? Haney won't stop him. Maybe he'll outbox him, but he won't stop him. That's logical right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's logical. That's logical. But Haney is not the huge compare. It's not that huge compare to Gary. I think Devin Haney it is. I think Devin Haney does got a body frame. Hold on. I think Devin Haney does got a body frame of that he could fight in 140. I see Devin Haney actually. If we say how many division is Devin Haney is going to be fighting in his career, I think that Devin Haney is probably going to be fighting in. I think the most he'll go is probably 154, 140, 47, 54, maybe. Maybe in the later part of his career, he could go to middleweight. Maybe. I could see that happening. He's a tall dude. He's a tall dude. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Y'all already know, man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. The boss, Devin Haney. We're going to call him the big boss man, man. The big boss man. The big boss man, like in wrestling, WWE, the big boss man. Yo, we can't neglect the fact that the dude is pulling some strings, bro. And the good thing about it is that we're not hearing Devin Haney says, oh, wait, I'm going to talk to Eddie Hearn about this. Yet these other guys act like they're bosses. Or the PBC dudes act like they're bosses. I'm not saying they're not bosses, but I'm saying like this young guy's acting like a boss. And he's making boss moves. Time to wrench up your boy. I got you, my brother. I got you, Chet. I got you. I can't do it from live. I got you, my brother, Chet. I got you. I can't do it from. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me see. I got you, my brother, Chet. I got you. I can't do. Oh, I gotta do it from. All right. Put you. All right. I got you. Yo, I'm trying to get the hang of this thing, man. You feel me? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get the hang of this thing. You feel me? Chat, you good? I relax. It ain't gonna be a run show now. Pa, puedo, pues. And shout out to all the channels out there doing their thing, man. If we support one another or not, I understand the grind. So everybody doing their channel out there, man. So do your thing. Do your thing. Punch. Talk about setting these backyard fights up. Yeah, Jeff. I'm gonna talk about that a little later. I'm gonna talk about that a little later, brother. What smoke? IBT. I was going at T.O. fanboys. Good looking out, chat. Nah. Thank you for all the support, my brother. Thank you for all the support, man. Thank you for all the support. I'm just getting the hang of this thing, man. I'm still new to this stuff, man. I had to ask people, how the hell you put wrenches up? I don't even know how to do that shit. Because I'll be doing the StreamYard, so it doesn't give you the option on StreamYard. That's why. And I never be on StreamYard. And then, well, don't abuse it, though. Y'all don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. If they say something out of line, anything personal, then you already know what to do. Keep it boxing. Y'all can't debate it real well. It's not the place, man. It's not the place. A lot of people looking on. There's a lot of young boxing aspiration people that's always want to look on and want to hear boxing talk, and they don't want to read some stupid derogatory stuff. People going personal and things of that nature, like this. And this is what I mean, y'all. I'm gonna give you an example, ladies and gentlemen, and why we have to really regulate stuff, in which I thought that at this point in YouTube, with a lot of grown men and grown women, you don't feel like you need to regulate. You would think that you coming into some type of adult type of dialogue when it comes to sport, but then you have things like this.
See, he will be going live, but I just don't know the time.
Hey, yo, are we gonna invade Punch's live today or what?
Yeah, bro, he's going live today.
Yeah, bro, the MXPC should invade it and take over.
Facts. We got.
Really? Yo, friends, good looking out. Good looking out, my brother. Really? Invade what? Take over what? Really? 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 Take over what? Let me put that thing up again. This is what these dudes are after.
See, he will be going live, but I just don't know the time.
Hey, yo, are we gonna invade Punch's live today or what?
Yeah, bro, he's going live today.
Yeah, bro, the MXPC should invade it and take over.
Facts. We got.
Yo, D, what's good, my brother? Chat, what's good? Good looking out, man. Friends, good looking out. Thank you. You already know, my guy. You see that, Black? See that? Another dude exposed, bro. Another dude exposed. But not especially he's fighting 411 midget going to two-way classes. Nah, man, he just ain't fighting a midget. He's fighting a supreme midget, though. I don't even think it's a good fight, though. I mean, IBT, I feel the angle, what you're saying. I feel it. I understand it. But he is a supreme skills. Like I said, if Devin Haney was a knockout artist, and Gary Russell Jr. didn't have the type of supreme speed and experience, then I wouldn't think it's a good matchup. But what makes this a good matchup, if yes, he's moving up two weight classes up, but he's fighting against a 21-year-old, and he's fighting a guy that's not really a knockout artist. Not really a knockout artist. And also, you got to take into the fact that Devin Haney is coming off of surgery too. His first fight coming from surgery. And you know what? He actually struggles. Now, I'm not saying he struggles, but a lot of people that have those type of soldier surgeries come back and they actually struggle. They just don't come and go blazing. And of course, he got a lot of time to actually do his thing, right? To really rehab his shoulders and everything. I think it's a good fight, though. Yo, John Navarrete, what's good, my brother? Good looking out. They really did that. Salute, Moonshine. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Good looking out, my brother, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hope everything is well. Hope it blessed, man. You already know, man. Hope everybody out here blessed. Hope everybody here doing their thing, man. Thank you. I appreciate it so much, my brother. Who is Gary Russell Jr. at 135 to warrant such credit? But it doesn't matter. It's just a good fight, bro. It's just a good fight. Let's not. Come on. Like, it's a good fight. Punch. It's a good fight. It's a good fight for a 21-year-old Devin Haney coming off surgery. Hasn't fought nobody in the 20, and it's a good fight. The only reason why I feel, in my opinion, that we really stressing this, that Devin Haney is fighting a smaller guy. The only reason is because we're seeing what his other contemporaries at his age are doing. So now the pressure is on. These guys got a lot to prove. This is a good fight. Yo, we've seen a lot of guys at this stage of their career, at 21 years old, still fighting tomato cans. Excuse my language. I don't like to call people tomato cans because I respect everybody that gets inside that ring. But you know what I'm talking about. There's levels to this shit. We got Brandon Lee that is still fighting guys that is 4 wins and 63 losses. I think saying that Gary Russell Jr. is a smaller guy, he's the bigger guy, he's like taking so much credit away from Gary Russell Jr. I understand that he don't fight a lot. I understand that he doesn't got this social media where a lot of people follow him on. He stays undercut, you know. But it seems like, yo, people forget that Gary Russell Jr., who Gary Russell Jr. is and his capabilities. Again, Devin Haney is not a knockout artist. He is not Mike Tyson. He is not these dudes. He's not doing what Edgar Berlanga is doing. He's not scaring people. Got great technique. He's still getting stronger. He's still getting faster. He's still getting quicker. He's still young. This is a good fight for Devin Haney. This is a good fight for Gary Russell Jr. that's moving 2 weight classes up. When guys move up 2 weight classes up, they say that they're trying to put they're in a pursuit of greatness or whatever. Whatever Bernard Hopkins you say, striving for greatness or whatever. So let's look at Gary Russell Jr. for a second right here, then, because it feels like everything is just, you know, it's Devin Haney and what is Devin Haney is doing and why is Devin Haney doing this? But what about what Gary Russell Jr. is doing? What about his credit that moving up 2 weight classes up? Let's look at his admiration into going up and becoming a champion, right? Let's look at that. Because everybody just looking at Devin Haney's side fighting the smaller dude, but what about Gary Russell Jr. fighting the bigger dude? If you are the ones that critiquing Devin Haney for fighting a smaller guy, all right, so look at Gary Russell Jr. fighting the bigger guy. How about that? How about that? Let's look at what Gary Russell Jr. is doing. And it got to be good because a lot of people feel like Devin Haney is going to beat him. So at least he's putting himself at risk. Isn't that what we want from fighters? We gotta come on, man. What we want out of these guys, yo? There's always some type of complaint. What do we want from these guys? Not every situation is going to be the perfect situation. The perfect situation is Gary Russell is Bud Crawford versus Spence. It's Wilder versus Anthony Joshua when they was undefeated. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, right? Estrada versus Chocolatito again. Casimero versus Inoue. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. These are perfect situations, right? Perfect situations. Keelan Plant versus David Benavidez before he got stripped from his belt. Demetrius Andrade and Jamar Charlo. That's what we want to see. We understand what we want to see. But not everything is a perfect situation, ladies and gentlemen. Not everything is a perfect situation. And you know what? This is a good fight. And if you don't see that it's good from the Devin Haney side, then look at the Gary Russell Jr. side and you will say that this is a good fight for Gary Russell Jr. They did undercut him. I don't believe that Gervonta Tank David was supposed to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz. That was supposed to be Gary Russell Jr.'s fight. That was supposed to be his pay-per-view. In my opinion, he earned that right. Caleb Plant versus Billy Joe Saunders. Overrated. Good fight, though. It's a good fight. In 168, 154, good fight. Banana Rosario versus Jermell Charlo, good fight. Of course, we wanted Hurd versus Jermell Charlo before everybody started throwing the monkey wrench. Tony Harrison and J Rock threw that monkey wrench in 154 because they try to over marinate fights. Gary isn't even a big featherweight. But ain't no great featherweight trying to fight him, so let him go up, IBT. Let him do it. How about if he beats Devin Haney? What would you say about Gary Russell Jr. then? Every great fighter had to move up. Every great fighter in the history of boxing, minus the heavyweight division, they had to move up to be great. They always had to fight the bigger guy to be great. Always happens. That's what pound for pound came about. Pound for pound came about. Roy Jones Jr. beat Ruiz. Huh? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Floyd Mayweather up. He beat dudes up that was bigger than him. Let's not act like it can't happen. Let's not act like it cannot happen. There's a lot of people out there that's moved their career on eggshells. We understand that. We understand that. But at the end of the day, it goes by skills, y'all. It goes by skills. It goes by skills. I got Gallo. I got Chocolatito. I'm running my dog on that. Roy is an anomaly. Roy is an anomaly. Yeah, but we don't know that until they try, right? We don't know that until they do it. We don't know. Roberto Duran moved up to fight Sugar Ray Leonard too. We don't know. We don't know. And in boxing, that's the beauty of it. That's why we could hate the moves that's being made. Then we locked in 20. What's good, dog? What's good, broke? What's good, my brother? Tell you what, you think Haney is easy money, then put the money on him, and I guarantee you won't. Okay. This is a good fight, in my opinion, man. This is a good fight for... Yo, they were talking about Devin Haney fighting a tune-up, right? That was a possibility that Devin Haney was going to be fighting a tune-up. Because it's shoulder. If you put your manager cap on, you'd be like, okay, that's just due. The reason why we want Devin Haney to fight right now, yes, because he got a strap, because he's talking, and also because his contemporaries are fighting those challenging fights in which they are underdogs. So we're looking at that and be like, yo, Devin Haney, you got to fight the fight. That's why. You heard about Danny Gonzalez and stuff, man. Nah, I haven't heard, my brother. I haven't heard, D. Just let me give you. I'm gonna put the video again. If you in this group, don't act like you're gonna be in. You're gonna be in the live, brother, because you ain't taking over this right here. Let me put that again.
See, He will be going live, but I just don't know the time.
Hey, yo, are we gonna invade Punch's live today or what?
Yeah, bro, he's going live today.
Yeah, bro. The MXPC should invade it and take over.
Facts. We got.
Sorry, Chief. Y'all ain't getting up in here. Y'all ain't invading shit. Best thing y'all could do is. That's the best thing y'all could do is. Stop exposing yourself too much. Y'all need to take a break. You know, I'm gonna give y'all a pointer right quick. I'm gonna give y'all a pointer. I think I need to get together, right? And be like, you know what, guys? I think we need to stop trolling for a second. You know, we're trying to get some. We have to take some confidence back into these channels so they could trust us into coming and talk boxing. Huh? You young little Thundercats. See, the mission is not to talk boxing. See, your mission is not to talk boxing. Your mission is just to disrupt. If it was to talk boxing and to disagree, I don't give a damn. But the mission is to just disrupt a live show. Attention seekers. Attention seekers. And you get your attention, but you're not going to get attention right here. Anyone want to get Loma? So talk to me. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? What y'all think about Devin Haney's boss moves? What y'all think about Devin Haney's boss moves? Hold on. What y'all think? What y'all think what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all think that a young man should be should these old dudes in the sport of boxing, this middle-aged boxer, these prime boxers should take a page from a 21-year-old? That's what it seems like. Boxing will be a better place. Boxing will be a better place. Boxing will be a better place. So you're saying it's only 1 pound different. My plan was to go. Guido.
Dímelo, dime, mi mano.
What's good, my brother? Talk to me.
Yo, thank you for that event, bro. Yeah.
Hey, you're
This
welcome,
is
my
so
brother.
peacefully now, huh? Nobody's messing around. Estamos tranquilos. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for the support, man.
Yeah, no problem, brother. You know that.
What's good? What's good? What you think? What you think? What you think about this fight? A lot of
Which one,
people.
the Gary Russell versus Devin Haney?
There's a lot of mixed emotions. There's a lot of
Yeah.
mixed emotions.
But I wanted to talk about his Canelo with his Golden Boy and all that. But let's go in this topic then if you want. I think it's a good fight for Devin Haney. Like I was telling you before, I wanted to see him fight like a Gary Russell, you know, than fight a Jokic Gamboa, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's being his own promoter and sending a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to see from him. You know.
Yeah, man.
¿Me entiendes?
So you don't think
that's what's up? You know, I hope Gary Russell accept the fight.
So
I think it's a great matchup.
Let me jump on this topic real quick, and yo, peace to you, brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Peace,
What up, Guido? What up, Punch? You know what I mean? What up to the chat? Everybody up in there lit up right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a different feel today. It's a different feel. We loving it. Yo, but on some real shit, like when it comes to what you're saying, yes. You know what I mean? Gary Russell, you know, is trying to pull those boss moves. You know what I mean? You know, you pulled one tonight. You know, and you know, Gary Russell's doing one in the boxing community. And I second what I don't know if you saw what Johnny Boy put in the chat, but he said it depends on how he does versus Gary Russell Jr. So how he does in that work. If he beats him, right? You would expect it because he's lower, even though you expect a Gary Russell to be, you know, the world champion, right? That he was, and giving him a fight, right? But if he beats him, nobody's going to be surprised because he has such a big reach advantage. You know, he's got 5 inches in height and 7 inches in arm length. You know what I'm saying? Compared to him, the bigger the guy, period, right? So you would expect him to beat him. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't beat him convincingly, then it's going to be like, is he really ready for you know, he's calling out other people. You know, you got all these boxing channels talking about Devin Haney, the man, he's the future, he's the next Mayweather. Are you really seeing that? If he struggles with Gary Russell Jr. coming up from 2 weight classes, the last time we see something like that in the lower weight divisions was Rigondeaux jumping up, and look how Lomachenko did him. You know what I mean? And Rigondeaux was no slouch. Rigondeaux, Cuban amateur, like everybody was like not even want to fight him. Still to this day, like it's hard to find a fight with Rigondeaux because nobody really wants to sign that contract.
Yeah, not in his weight classes, but for him to move up, and sometimes that's what it takes to happen. Sometimes if you can't get a fight in your respective weight classes, then you're calling out the bigger guys, and then the bigger guys looking at the dude like, okay, he's a smaller guy, I'd rather take this fight, and it happens like that. You know, Gary Russell Jr. should have got that fight with Leo Santa Cruz, in my opinion. He should have got that fight a long time ago.
Yeah, and you know, that's what I put in the chat earlier. I don't know if you saw that, but I was saying that the Leo Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell and Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney were the fights that should have added up, but instead we got the mismatch of all those competitors. You know what I'm saying? Instead we got Leo versus, you know, Gervonta, you know what I'm saying, Devin Haney versus this dude. You know, it's like, you know, it just, I don't know, man. It's like they're just playing games with the consumer. And that's why I was telling you before that certain fights I won't pay for. I know that they're good fights, but I won't pay for them if I feel like they're just like trying to, you know, rob me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man. This fight is going to be like experience versus the youth. Yeah, Gary has a lot of experience coming up for this fight, you know? So let's see how this fight goes, you know? What up, Johnny boy?
What's good, dog? Yeah, there's man, I'll tell you, the day of that Charlo card, bro, not to change the subjects or nothing, there's so much shit going on that day, like between the cruiserweight finale, the Dorticos and fucking Bradis. That's on in the morning because they fighting in Germany or something. That's on. Josh Taylor's fighting that day, and then there's the big Charlo card at night. And plus, 2 of my homeboys want to go golfing that morning, so I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be a busy dude that day, bro. Real talk.
Yo, hey, I think it's a good fight, man. I think it's a good fight. I'm not saying there's a big fight. I'm not saying there's a a fight that we're thirsty to see. But it's a good fight for Gary Russell Jr., which we always complain about his career. We want to complain about that he still hasn't fought anybody, that we don't even know when he's going to fight. That's a good fight. He's moving up 2 weight classes up. And I think that I think most of the people are too stuck on the Devin Haney and his angle of he's fighting the smaller guy. But let's give credit that Gary Russell Jr. is fighting the younger and the bigger guy.
That's true.
Give him credit.
That's true too.
Yeah, I could say that too. Yeah, I agree.
I just think that he don't got that hype around him like he used to have coming up. That's what it is. So people just looking at Devin Haney and his moves, but not looking at Gary Russell Jr. and his move. Because if he beats Devin Haney, is he a power player in 135?
Yeah, I that's the thing, and I that was the fight that really turned me on to Lomachenko too, was Gary Russell, because I was super high on Gary back then.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm like, yo, this dude's gonna be the next fucking Barrera or something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, there's no way this dude is gonna come in here 1-1 and play games with Gary Russell.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened. And I'm like, and that's what. So Gary Russell's been in there with JoJo. He's beat JoJo Diaz, and JoJo Diaz can fight, dog. Johnny Gonzalez was a good fighter. Like he the little Asian fella he fought last time wasn't no slouch neither. So
now, if Gary Russell Jr. was putting dudes out, I mean, he knocked out dudes, but when it comes to when his competition goes up, he's not knocking dudes out. If he was knocking dudes out, if he was a little guy knocking dudes out, going up weight class, then people will see him differently.
Yeah.
If he was knocking dudes out,
he's not really a risk taker. I don't see him like a risk taker, which makes it interesting, and that's why I was saying earlier, it's not that Gary Russell, like I don't see, like I even said that he was a champ, right? You know what I mean? But the thing is that that when it comes to Haney, Haney's gonna he's gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? And I see him not being so much of a risk taker. And when he has these, that's why he only has like a certain amount of KOs and most of them are TKOs, not actual knockouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's just had a rough run. And him himself, he just fights like once a year, and it's his own fault. So I just don't think that when it comes down to it, that he's gonna really engage like that. He's gonna try to protect himself. That's why he only fights once a year. You could tell right there that's a mentality of somebody that's not really like Mike Tyson that's a natural born, like I need to fight. You put me in the ring. I don't care who it is, put me in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like that. You know what I mean? So is he gonna go up 2 weight classes and with a young hungry tiger and really put in that work? I don't know. I don't know if he's doing that or if he wants to cash out. I really don't know. And I'm not taking any credit away from Gary Russell. I'm not saying that because obviously I was surprised too when Loma beat him. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure what to expect out of that fight. I was not really aware of what Lomachenko's real capabilities were at that point either. So
and also I look at it like this: if Devin Haney would have had his performance, if he would have had a interesting, a great performance versus Santiago, then I'd probably be like, come on, nah, that's too much. If he would have had like a knockout, dude knocked him out cold, but the fight with Santiago, then the surgery, and then fighting a Gary Russell Jr., that sequence right there is a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is he going to be with that soldier surgery? Is it going to be back real good? Because a lot of people always struggle with that type of surgery. Every boxer that had that surgery and they come with their next fight, they struggle.
I'm going to tell you this. If that fight gets made official, I'm rocking with Gary on that one, bro. I'm going to tell you. If Gary gets inside on that kid, he's going to be in for a long night.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the club, bro, because I already bet Raider $20 on that. Raider from LA, I already bet him $20 that Gary was going to win that fight.
Yeah.
What's good, Kalua? What's good?
I had bet Unrivaled Mark, I bet him 20 if the Chocolatito Estrada 2 happens. We already got that. If it happens,
I think that's gonna happen
I hope
eventually.
so. I hope so.
I think
Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
Punch. One of the main reasons people hate this fight is because Devin's a champion, quote unquote. So that's what he said. You should say he has to drop that belt because once you're a champion, your expectations is different whether you're not a champion. If he wasn't a champion, he was taking this fight. Most people would be like, okay, he has a long layoff. He needs a keep busy fight, and that's a perfect kind of keep busy fight. But because he is a champion and was emailed it twice, people expect him to fight somebody who's in his weight class and somebody who's real and not just somebody's moving up. It's like if we could criticize Charlo for doing the exact same thing, why don't we do that with Haney?
You know what it is? I think it's just not that. Like, I understand what you're saying, Khalil, but it's just not that. It is because he's very, very vocal and calling a lot of people out. Because I'm gonna give you an example. Shakur Stevenson. Ain't nobody pressuring Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson last fight, he fought a guy that was ranked 90 something. Ain't nobody was like, yo, why is Shakur Stevenson fighting this guy? It's because Shakur Stevenson's not really out there calling everybody out. So he keeps himself low. He could vacate his belt. He's going up to another weight class. Ain't nobody expecting too much of Shakur Stevenson right now because he's keeping his mouth shut. But Devin Haney right now is being very, very vocal, saying that everybody is ducking him. Everybody's scared that he's a real champion, blah, blah. So now people are looking at him like, okay, you all of this, what you're saying, okay, we want to see you in there with somebody because we're not pressuring Shakur Stevenson right now. And I think it has to do with also being vocal and having a strap. You can have a strap, but you stay under radar, and people will be like, "Cause, come on, he's 21 years old. We could actually, it's fair to say, you know what? He got a belt, but he still got a lot to prove, and they still got to move him carefully. And boxing fans will understand that. But like I said, Teofimo, whether people like it or not, Teofimo Lopez has created a standard, and now if you fight anybody below anybody that you're not supposed to, you're gonna get criticized. That's why I call Teofimo Lopez the captain of the generation right now.
Yeah, man, Punch, and that's one thing me and you and I are in total agreement with there, bro. And like I say, with regards to Loma and Teofimo, I like them both. I'll leave that for everybody else to debate. But, Teofimo's shown the rest of these young dudes how it's done, dog. He's fighting champions back to back. And he's getting in the ring with the arguably the pound for pound number 1 or number 2 or number 3, So, and he's the same age as the rest of these young kids. Like I say, it's a different thing if Devin Haney's talking all this shit than it is Rolly Romero. You know what I mean? Like, it's, So.
Yeah. Hey, I think it's the history of boxing, man. Everybody moves up. All the great fighters had to move up.
Yeah,
and a lot of these great fighters, you know what made them great is when they exceed their potential, when they prove people wrong, when they beat the odds because they're moving up, fighting a bigger guy.
Yeah,
that's what makes people great. Because people don't boxing fans are the most hardest fan to really satisfy. Mm-hmm. So if a fighter is fighting a guy that we feel like he's gonna win, he's still not gonna get 100% just due. Greatness comes with you doing things that beating the odds, things that people rarely think that you could do. That's why people like Manny Pacquiao. That's why Mike Tyson, the shortest heavyweight, a kid that's beating giants and old dudes. If Mike Tyson was 6'5", doing what he's doing, yeah, people gonna look at him, but people be like, but he's a monster. He's tall and he's bigger than everybody else. But Mike Tyson was smaller than everybody else doing his thing.
A Punch. Between Stevenson and Shakur, right? How much of it has to do with the weight class they're fighting in? Because Shakur Stevenson's in a pretty much an irrelevant weight class people don't really care about, and people look at it more of a stepping stone where fighters go train themselves up to like light heavyweight. I mean lightweight like Haney is, and Haney's one of the premier weight classes. So of course it's gonna be more spotlight on him, unlike Shakur, who people like even though it sounds disrespectful, people are fighting those weight classes. They don't take him as a top tier fighter. It's till you get to 135, then you have 147, 160. People don't care about 168, but they'll care more about 175. There's weight class people don't really care about because they're more like transitional weight classes instead of actual full weight class people actually care about. How much does that have to play into it?
Kill it. Let me tell you this, bro. I've been saying this for a while. We ought to be praising like the bantamweights and
you did
and the super featherweights, Chocolatito, Nonito, Inoue, and even at 140, you got Postal, Ramirez, Zapata, Baranchik, all them guys, because them dudes is actually fighting each other. They're not just talking a bunch of bullshit like these heavyweights and some of these welterweights is, dog. Everybody's on their nuts and they're talking while some of these other guys in these other weight classes don't talk and they are fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? So Loma Tio, if you can throw Loma Tio in there too, if you wanted to. Shit.
Nah, I say I don't even think Shakur Stevenson's gonna stay in 130 for quite some time. I think he's gonna be there for a little while. For like a little while, probably 2-3 fights, and then move up to 135. I think everybody's quest, Gervonta Tank Davis, I think he's going to be moving up to 135 as well. He's going to stay there. That's just the hot division right now. That's where all the young dudes are going to be at. Unless if hey, put it this way. Lomachenko, I'll tell you this. If Lomachenko loses to Teofimo Lopez, he's going to drop back down to 130. And a top-ranked fight with Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko is still a good fight too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, it is.
Also Miguel Berchelt too. Put him in the mix on those fighters. I think that's a great fight for them too.
Yeah,
the guy fight Miguel Berchelt también, you know.
I like Miguel Berchelt, but and I like his power, but I do see holes in his game, bro.
Yeah,
I do see holes in his game.
But Trevor is a pressure fighter. That's why.
Yeah, he's got definitely. That's why he's got losses. But he reminds me of a young Orlando Salido in a way.
Yeah, he's got.
You know what I mean?
Berchelt's got a great output. He's got great offense. He just gets hit too often. That's the only problem. He's got a great. He's an animal. But
he's got a chin though.
Yeah, he'll swarm the shit out of you and make you want to quit. But he just be getting hit too much. That's the only problem with Berchelt.
So what y'all think about his boss moves? Y'all think what y'all think about the title? What y'all think about what I said about Devin Haney?
Yeah, I gave my opinion already. I was the first one to throw that one in. So whatever everybody else got to say.
What you think about his moves? That he's actually making moves, sending the contract, saying how much he's gonna send you without mentioning an Eddie Hearn. Now you hear all these boxers saying, like, even Gary Russell Jr. Well, I talked to Al Heyman, or these other fighters like Earl Spence. Well, I gotta talk to Al Heyman and Bud Crawford. Well, I gotta talk to Bob. Well, Deontay Wilder gotta talk to Shelly Finkel. Well, Anthony Joshua gotta talk to Eddie Hearn. Devin Haney is doing moves without even mentioning these dudes. He's not even making moves with mass media. He's not using the Zone. He's not using ESPN. He's just going straight. They're going straight to channels like ours, making talking and making these deals. And we're actually putting the pressures up. We're actually making fights now. We're the promoters right now.
Yeah, I think it's like a brilliant marketing ploy that he's doing. Obviously, he talked to Hearn before he put out that contract. Hearn was willing to take the fight, and then he went out and looked like a boss. So marketing wise, it's going to give him a cachet that other fighters don't have. Be like, well, this guy's in charge. He's his own boss, and we can actually make real fights. So that creates more of an air for him. That's more of a Mayweather air. The air when Mayweather wasn't on top. He had that air for him. He's like, you know what? He's the boss. He was going to give you the contract. He didn't nobody else, and they're trying to create that image in Devin. And I think it's marvelous.
I think so too, man. Well, yeah. What you think, Johnny?
I mean, I'm kind of the don't tell me, show me kind of guy, but I mean, I hope it happens. It's a fun fight.
But can you imagine if dudes like Bud and Spence will make decisions like that? Like, put it this way: even the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, They made it. Floyd Mayweather said, "Yo, let's go to my hotel room. No homo. Pause. Go to my hotel room. Let's talk it out. Forget about Bob Arum, and let's figure this thing out." And they did it. And I think that, and that's a blueprint also that's missing. We critique that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fight because that over marinating, stigma. But the other part of that fight is that they made the fight themselves. They talked to one another. You know what? Let's make this fight. I want to fight you. Well, these are the numbers. That is good. You're going to make money like this. Leave Bob Arum out of this, whatever. And I think this is the way that boxers should make their business decision. That the promoters are actually in the back, no homo, pause, working for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, it's nice to see them put their front foot forward sometimes,
Yeah,
you know.
So when are the other fighters going to put their front foot forward? When is the next fight after the Danny Silva Garcia? Let's say Errol Spence beats Danny Silva Garcia and be like, that's it. We're fighting next. Fuck what Heyman says. Fuck what Bob Arum says. We're going to fight. That's the fight that we want, Al. Bob, that's the fight that I want next. I'm not fighting nobody else until we fight.
I think that's a good segue, though, because I think that Canelo is trying to release himself from this contract to do something similar to that. I know a lot of people disagree with that. Did you hear me, Ponce? You took your headphones off.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think honestly, I know that there's a lot of smoke going on because of what's going on with the whole lawsuit and all that. But I have a different. I'm putting my business cap on and knowing that that Canelo's a wise dude, and is looking to make as much money, and he never ducked anybody to me. So I don't think that he's doing. I really believe that he's going to try to unify. And keep in mind, I don't know if you remember, but when the WBC said that they were going to have this belt out in the open, they had people that needed to go ahead and request for it, right, for the fight. And Canelo was on there. Yildirim was on there, right? I didn't know Yildirim. I still don't know. I haven't watched any of his fights, to be honest. So I don't know what he's capable of or anything like that. I doubt he beats a Canelo, or else I probably would have heard of him. But at the end of the day, I knew I saw Canelo on the list. I'm like, WBC, if he has the franchise belt, WBC is automatically going to grant him, part of that fight. Whoever they match him up against is up to WBC. You know what I mean? It's not really up to him requesting it. He just requested the WBC fight. And whoever they put against him is on them. So now what we have, my bad, Johnny. Give me one brief second.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
So now what we have is him going. The zone denounced that and said, no, you're not gonna do that. This and this and that. Mind you, he was willing to work with them on a 30% cut, not a 50% cut, and now we have all this drama going on. Now we have a purse bid potentially on the 21st of September. So at the end of the day, man, I feel like he went up to 175 just to get that, that weight class to put under his belt for legacy. And I feel like he's gonna get comfortable at 168 and try to unify at that point. And he's still got years to do it.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's my thoughts, and you could put me on record for saying that.
Yeah. In a perfect world, I was once saying let Plant and Benavidez fight, and then the winner of that can go fight Canelo.
Okay.
But that's hearsay because two of them are on PBC and the other one's on but in a perfect world, that's how I'd like to see it play out. But it's Canelo, and I really ain't got no room to talk because I've been fucking stunting on him for 4 days here since that news broke. but what's it called? Here's what's the cat's name? Yvonne Madrid or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Here's what he did, Glenn. He beat up Anthony Durrell or Andre Durrell, whatever brother it was. And he got stiffed because the doctor stopped it on cuts. That's the only fight I ever seen. And if you ain't hanging with no 37-year-old Anthony Durrell, you definitely ain't hanging with no Canelo.
Gotcha.
Okay, piggybacking off of what Glenn was talking about, the lawsuit. Like one of the main reasons that Golden Boy and Oscar are in that lawsuit is because if Canelo didn't put him in the lawsuit, that would give the zone more time to be able to stretch out the lawsuit out because they would force Canelo to join in the other party within the contract negotiations, which would be Golden Boy and Oscar. So he had no choice but to add him. It wasn't that he's being like backstab like you're saying. It's just legally he had to bring him in. Either he brought him in early or he had to bring him in later, but he'll have to bring him in. And him doing it, being in front of it, shortens the time where you could get this resolved. Because right now the zone's going to try to wait him out on the lawsuit, and that's one of the keys they're going to use to do it is having to force him to bring in Golden Boy and Oscar into the lawsuit itself.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned any of those points though. Like were you directing those points at me or?
No, I'm piggybacking off what you're saying. So you're talking about those actual.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I thought you were saying that I was against what you were saying. So that okay,
No.
I get what you're saying.
It's Punch's video from yesterday.
Yeah, it is. I believe that. Like, I really believe that he's trying to make smart moves on the back end, and that's why you hear Oscar today retracting and really like kind of like siding with Canelo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think but you know what?
Yo, Punch, I just don't understand. My bad, Punch. But I want to say this real quick. I don't understand the zone. Why are they giving this guy a hard time? If I have a company, right, and I have a fighter like Canelo, right, why would I give him a hard time? I don't understand. And top of that, you got 2 champions on 168, Willie Joe Sandler and Cameron Smith, right? I don't understand what the hell the zone want Canelo to do, you know? Canelo's been trying to make these fights happen. I don't understand why they don't want to make him happy. They're making it more difficult than it really is. I don't understand that. I don't.
I think let me play devil's advocate. Let me think how the zone is thinking. The zone is like, yo, I gave everybody a great budget. I gave Matchroom a great budget. I gave Eddie Hearn tons of money. I gave Canelo Alvarez tons of money. I've given everybody tons of money. I've given the fans a good subscription, a cheap deal. I've given everything that I could give to attract fighters, to attract fans. And guess what? The fight that I wanted to see, like let's say I'm the zone, the fight that I wanted to see, I want to see Anthony Joshua versus a Deontay Wilder. That ain't happening. I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, the trilogy. They don't want to give me that. I want to see Demetrius Andrade that is signed with Matchroom. All the fights that they could be made. Look at Triple G. I've given Triple G a lot of money. While he doesn't entice to get the Canelo trilogy, he wants to fight a mandatory. Triple G says that I promised my mandatory that I'm going to fight him. So before I even fight Canelo Alvarez, I gotta honor my promise. So the zone is giving out all this money, and they're not. And the fighters are like, we're not going to give all the promo. We're not going to give the fight that the zone really wants. It feels like they took advantage of the zone. That's my devil's advocate of the zone. And now the zone is saying, hold up. I'm losing money out here, bro. And the reason is because y'all not getting the fights. I paid y'all way more than y'all actually that I'm supposed to give y'all. And y'all not even giving me the fight so I can make some money out of all of this. Y'all fighting these fights that the fans don't even give a damn about. Can you give me something? All I'm asking is for a Triple G and a Canelo fight. Canelo, that's all I'm asking for the zone. That's all I'm asking, y'all. Really? The biggest fight in heavyweight was Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. That's not what I really gave Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn all this money for.
Yo, now, I'm gonna say one thing. There's no honor amongst thieves, bro.
Yeah, I think, and this is me. I'm just speaking. If I was the zone, if the zone was a person.
No, I get what you're saying. You're thinking from their perspective as business, but dog, they fucked up. Like with all these contracts and not knowing what was, because let's say Canelo died, right, or something like that, and there was a stipulation that the remaining amount goes to his family or something like that. We don't know about the details of the contract, but let's say that something like that. They just lose out right there. You know what I mean? Let's, like I don't know what the details are, but I'm just saying, like, it's stupid it's like a timeshare. Put it like that. It's like a timeshare. That's a fucking, you lose as soon as you buy the timeshare. As soon as you buy the timeshare, it's a buyer's market, bro. It's what people are willing to pay for. Do you understand how that works? So, for example, I'll give you a brief example. You could go to a timeshare in a nice place, let's say in Las Vegas, right? And you buy that shit for $40,000. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you buy that timeshare, you spend one vacation there, you got that shit locked in for perpetuity for the rest of your life, and you got to pay maintenance fees and all that. But then 2 years later, you realize, or you get in a car accident, and you realize, oh, this is not going to work for me. You try to sell it on the market, and then you see like 20,000 people trying to sell it for $1 because they don't want to pay the maintenance fees.
Yeah.
So now your $40,000 investment is only worth $1 at best. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the zone could use the pandemic as an excuse to take the pay cut too.
They can, but contractually, I'm pretty sure that you know what I'm saying? It's like, like how a lot of the homeowners insurance, for like they don't cover acts of God. You know what I'm saying? They don't cover acts of God. So if you get some kind of crazy, weather shit that happens to your house, it's like, oh well, that was an act of God. Like we can't cover that. You feel me?
Yeah, but then that all depends on the details of the contract.
That's correct. That's why I was saying I don't know the details. You're right about that. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Did y'all ever hear the speaking of the acts of God? Did you ever hear the Sugar Ray Robinson story, the one where he killed the guy?
Nah.
Oh, all right. So the night before Sugar Ray Robinson, and this was back in the 50s, he was supposed to have a fight with this guy. I think his name was Jimmy something. But he was supposed to have a fight with this guy. He was having but he had a nightmare that he killed the dude in the ring, right? So the next morning, the day of the fight, Ray Robinson told the commission, he said, I'm not gonna fight, dog. I'm not gonna fight. I had a dream I killed this guy, and they've called the priests in there and all this other shit. And sure enough, then he's like, all right, I'll fight him. And sure enough, he went in there and killed him. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Correct my boy in a chat real quick. My bad. You're talking for your specific insurance company. Not every insurance company does that. I sell life and health insurance, and I do a lot of health insurance. Okay, so trust me. You don't know everything that you're talking about.
I was gonna say the same thing. Well, not that I worked in it, but I just know the laws, and not all of them cover acts of God. Some of them do, most of them don't.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? Like some people, they just got one point of view, and obviously that's probably why you never got to supervisor like I have been.
And plus, I want to say this: it seems like Canelo's only getting the heat. What about Triple G? Why he doesn't get the same heat as Canelo?
You know why?
They just worry about Canelo. I don't understand this shit.
But that's what it is. They don't get the heats because Golden Boy, Canelo Alvarez, all these dudes would love to put their dirty shit out in the open. That's the problem. See, Triple G just stays shut. Everybody knows that Triple G is taking advantage of the zone, the contract that they gave him. Who the fuck he's been fighting? We all know that. He's taking advantage. If he fights that fight that he promises mandatory, which is not even he don't even need to fight him. He just gave another dude a promise. That would be 3 fights fighting who? Sergey Derevchenko, the other guy, what's his name? That he fought at Madison Square Garden. The black dude. Steve Rose. And then this other guy that he's trying to fight, he just took his own money to the bank. He robbed the bank.
Damn.
But the thing, he keeps his mouth shut. So he's flying under the radar. But Canelo is not.
Just so people don't think I'm hating on Canelo because I'm some crazy Golovkin fan. I scored the Derevchenko fight for Derevchenko. I thought he beat him, and I watched that fight a few times. I thought he outworked Golovkin.
Okay, the zone's having buyer remorse when it comes to Canelo. Like, one of the main things right now is, like, depending on what the contract says, It could be that the zone actually takes money from the gate itself, and that pays for like most of Canelo's contract. Because last, when he fought Golovkin, it was like what 27, 24. His last fight was what, somewhere in the teens. So half his contract's already paid off just from the gate revenue, and then whatever revenue they get from the subscription uptick, that's a bonus for them as well. So that's probably one of the reasons why they're trying to like not allow Canelo to fight, because for them it's a win if he doesn't fight. If he doesn't fight, they don't pay him $35 million right now, where they have no live gate to recoup a lot of the money.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. To be honest, man, I think I'm taking another approach when I see this Canelo Alvarez, Golden Boy, the zone stuff. I understand that I think there's a breach of contract. Maybe I think there is I think that Oscar De La Hoya did backdoor Canelo Alvarez, but in my opinion, he backdoored him to secure a lucrative contract. It's like if you my boy or my family member and I do something for you, but I didn't ask you, but it actually helped you out. Like I got you a good deal, but you ain't know about it. It's almost like a surprise or something. I'm still working in your behalf that betters you, that fits well in your pocket. I don't feel like, is there any malice into this backdoor deal of Golden Boy Promotions?
Punch, it could be, because for all we know, Golden Boy could have siphoned off money from Canelo's contract into his own by promising these fights. So pretty much, since if Golden Boy guaranteed the Canelo versus Triple G fight, the zone would give Golden Boy X amount of money, or the contract for just Golden Boy. So it could have been a siphon part of his money, where he could have, like, if Canelo gone directly to the zone, he might have gotten actually more. We don't know that, because obviously Golden Boy and Oscar did the contract themselves, and there's some shady stuff what they did when they made that contract.
But that's what I mean. In my opinion, yeah, I understand there's some backdoor. That's it. Canelo Alvarez could say, "Oh, that shit is fucked up." Excuse my language, but I'm saying you're gonna get this lucrative deal because they want you to fight a guy that you already fought twice. You said you wouldn't fight anybody. Yo, fight Triple G. Get this money. Everybody lives happy. The zone is happy. Hoya is happy. You should be happy with this lucrative contract. If that was if the zone was going, all right, we're not going to give this contract because, all right, we'll give you this contract if you promise us that your boy Canelo Alvarez is going to fight Triple G. And Hoya's like, man, I don't even need to call Canelo Alvarez. He'll fight anybody. Of course, I'm going to make sure that's going to go down.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we don't know if he would have gone that contract even without that promise. We don't know if Golden Boy got himself a contract for the rest of his stable because of the promises he made on the side. They could have offered Canelo $35 million a year, because in sports, if you want to lock up the number one name, it's going to cost you a premium. You're going to have to pay whatever his best revenue is, because his best revenue was $35 million on just on pay-per-view guys. If you want him to sign on your platform, which is subscription based and not pay-per-view based, you're gonna have to at least match that and average it out. Where some fights, he would have made more, but other fights he would have made less.
Golden Boy has his own contract separate from Canelo.
You saying spread the cheese out a little bit more, Killer, is what you're saying. Just spread the love around a little bit.
Spread the love.
Yeah, spread the love.
Spread the damn love. Stop being petty, Canelo, man. You getting paid, man.
But it's not his job to spread his money out to somebody else. I'm not gonna tell somebody else what to do with their money. So why should somebody take my money for somebody else?
Hey, man, he cut the deal. Then he just would have been. That's what I mean. It's like we're talking about all this money right here. Canelo Alvarez, you're gonna get mad money. Why are you getting mad? Because he cut this deal that's actually beneficial for your career.
And that's exactly why Oscar and Golden Boy Production had to be included in the lawsuit.
No, I understand why they're in the lawsuit. I understand. But I think it's still petty to even sue.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he was wrong for suing Oscar De La Hoya. I can't believe he did that.
Punch, let me ask you this question, Punch. If Floyd Mayweather signed a deal, right, like that, and then they try to make him take a cut, don't you think he would have done the same thing?
See this is what I say about the cut. The cut, we're only hearing about the cut because of the pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, we won't be hearing about a cut.
Right, but he was agreeing to 30%. They're trying to make him take 50%, right? And that's what he's disagreeing with.
No, I understand. I understand that, but I think the circumstances with the cut, like if it wasn't for the pandemic, the zone was not going to be talking. They wasn't talking about no cut before that.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So it's the pandemic. The zone is using the pandemic as the cut. But if it wasn't for the pandemic, there won't be no cut. Every promoter's asking for a cut. Eddie Hearn asking for a cut. Bob Arum asking for a cut. Everybody wants fighters to take a cut right now.
Yeah, but let's say it like I seen this. My bad, Johnny. Let me just make this brief point. Let's say, for example, I heard this on a different channel too. Like, let's say, for example, I forgot what job. I think you said mechanic, but whatever job you do, right? Let's say you get paid like, let's say $20 an hour, right? Mm-hmm. And then they say, oh, you know what, this pandemic here, I'm gonna pay you $10 an hour. You know what I mean? You gonna get more people just taking the unemployment and saying fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Than people actually working because they're gonna say, I'll make a little more. You know what I'm saying? Just taking unemployment instead of like taking that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, like, for real, like, I feel like, like you always say, these are modern day warriors, you know what I'm saying, gladiators, you know what I'm saying, that do this for our pure entertainment, right? That's what you say every day, right? Yes, sir. But that's what I'm saying, like, they're putting their lives on the line, man, for our pure entertainment, like, shit, like why the fuck they need to take a 50% cut when you're the one that offered them that contract? If they, the zone specifically, as far as the Golden Boy, I kind of agree with you on that. Like they should have worked that shit out, and I think that they might have that working out in the back, on the back end, because why else would Oscar De La Hoya come in, kind of vouch for him today? But as far as the zone is concerned, you got a Saudi Arabian dude that's behind that's worth $1 billion something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got money. He's got money. So if you can milk that because they trying to like fuck with your money, well, why not? And I apologize for cursing. I know it's a Christian channel. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You feel me though?
Hey Guido, in order for Canelo to sue the zone, he has to include Golden Boy and Oscar because they're part of the whole negotiation process. If he didn't include them, it would go into recess where the zone would say they have to be included, and then they'll have to get amended into the lawsuit for it to proceed on.
This is Glenn, not Guido, bro. This is Glenn.
No, Guido was asking why is he suing Oscar? If you could rewind back, you'll hear him say he actually sued your talk.
Okay.
He said,
no, I'm saying that it was wrong that he's suing Oscar. No, Oscar did so much for him.
Yeah, my bad to interrupt that. And I thought you were responding to what I was saying. My bad.
No, you were talking, so I'll let you finish, and then I address the person who.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's why he has to include Oscar. He doesn't have a choice but to include. In order to sue the zone, he has to sue Oscar, and the zone, because that's the quickest way to get to the resolution. Because the zone is gonna force him to amend it later to add him anyways.
And let me say this: I hope they do get it worked out, because I don't really give too much of a damn about Canelo, to be honest with you. But I just don't want it to affect none of these other fighters that fight on that platform, dog. Because they ain't do nothing.
Exactly. If they get the virtual teams of the world, everybody in that platform.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't know. It just sound. I don't know. It just sound petty. I just feel like there's something that could be worked out.
Yeah,
I just felt like Golden Boy, the platform, has done a lot for Canelo Alvarez, and I just see it from the outside looking in, without looking at details. From the outside looking in, without looking at all the details, because we don't know all the details. I'm just saying Canelo Alvarez is very ungrateful.
Yeah, and let me just say this: Glenn said Floyd would pull some shit like that. Hell yeah, Floyd would pull some shit like that because he's a punk.
Hey. And you know what? On Twitter, there was some dude that he posted about he posted that little clip when Floyd Mayweather was talking about Oscar De La Hoya, that called him a snake and called him unloyal and stuff like that. But then I had an interview with Mickey Bay, and he's talking about Mayweather promotion robbed him. Ain't nobody really talking about Mayweather promotion and their corruption. So he shouldn't even be talking about Oscar De La Hoya. If you got one of his fighters saying that, yo, he even said that this is just what he said in the interview is just 10% of the bullshit. So imagine the other 80% of the bullshit. And probably the only reason why he's not saying anything is because he's working with Devin Haney. He's working with guys that are, he got love for Mayweather Senior. So he probably don't even want to get into that type of battle.
He don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, there's a lot of fighters are not happy with Mayweather promotions.
Hell yeah, Javante.
They don't even want to sign with him. You know,
with the promotions.
You know, Josue Vargas used to be part of Mayweather promotion, and he told me personally, that Mayweather, was dirty. You know what I mean? Mayweather was a dirty promoter. You know what I mean? He never give a fuck. You know?
Yo, this is a gangster's playground. Everybody get got. It's just the level of it. It's the level. It's just like the music industry. It's how much you gonna get robbed. But everybody getting robbed. That's how they make money.
Yeah, but you know what's messed up? They're doing it to the press, but the fighters that are coming, I think that's really messed up. You know what I mean? Fighters that are just coming up, I think they do them real bad.
I'm just gonna say in response, like the only thing I gotta say about that is you right. You know what I'm saying? It could, De La Hoya's in this and all that. I'm just gonna say the same way that Teofimo, people were doubting him, renegotiating and all that. I'm gonna say that there has to be some business move here. That's why it's going on. It's not a dumb move. I don't believe that Canelo at this stage in his career is making a dumb move. He's not a young guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing something smart right here. I don't know what it is. He's playing chess though. He's not playing checkers. I'm saying, hold on. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, right? What is his end game, and why is Oscar De La Hoya backing him up? And then at the end of the day, is it for a compromise? Why is there talk about a purse bid on the 21st, of September, of this month, for a potential fight? I don't know what's going on, but I know that there's something that's going to come out and it's going to make sense. I have confidence in that something's going to make sense at the end of the day.
I mean, I'm glad that Oscar De La Hoya came out, but why Oscar De La Hoya always have to be the nice guy? How about Canelo Alvarez? You come out and say, you know what? I'm glad that Oscar De La Hoya got my back. How about you vouch for Oscar De La Hoya for once, for all the shit that he's done for you?
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
I agree with that too. Canelo should do that. He should praise Oscar for everything he's done for him. But at the same time, he has to take care of business too. When
Oscar De La Hoya is doing a good job, none of his fighters want to say nothing. But when they got some problem with Oscar De La Hoya, they act like they're about to want to fight him. Nah, man, Oscar De La Hoya need to fucking loosen up the fucking tie and you know what? Remind these dudes who the fuck he is, man. I'm tired of this nice Oscar De La Hoya and everybody talking shit about him. He's becoming the piñata. I want him to snuff Dana White. I want him to snuff Canelo. I want him to snuff everybody that talks shit about Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya, he empowered all this generation to do what they're doing right now.
Okay, as far as what you just said, Punch, I know everybody understands this part. We all have had jobs. You never hear from your boss when stuff is going right. It's only when stuff goes wrong is when you hear about it.
Nah, man. A lot of people be shitting on Oscar De La Hoya. I think it's gone too far, right? It gone too far. They've gone to he's racist. It's gone to a lot of bullshit. And all he does is take it in, smile. All right. Take it in. You know what, man? That's it, bro. I want him to go have a rant or something.
And Oscar's smart for playing it.
Oscar did want to snuff Dana White. He said, "I want to get in the ring with Dana White." I don't know if you've seen that shit before. They don't like each other.
Yeah.
Nobody, but I mean, it's getting like that. Like everybody would just want to talk shit about Oscar.
Dana White talk crazy like he's about to beat Oscar. Like,
bro,
Dana White be talking crazy shit about he's on coke and all this shit. You know
like
what I mean?
Dana White ain't never done that shit before with this tomato ass bald-headed dome piece. Stop it, bro.
Yeah, all these guys do coke behind the scenes.
Yeah,
everybody. These motherfuckers want to act like they political. Oh, I don't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? You do the same shit too. You know?
It's something about that they feel like they could pick on Oscar De La Hoya because they don't say that shit about Mike Tyson. They don't say that shit about Sugar Ray Leonard. They don't call those dudes cokeheads. They don't call them that.
it's because of Oscar's style. His style is like with the promoter. He switched up. He's not aggressive as a promoter. He's always smiling, faking and shit like that for the cameras. You know, trying to promote the fight. And he needs to just get that chip on his shoulder again, like he's fighting in the ring again, and just be like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, let's go, champ. Like some Shannon Briggs. Yo, Shannon Briggs should mentor him.
Yeah, but I think I think that mannerism, like even when he lost to Trinidad, he had a smile on his face, like, and
then after he got backstage, then he started cursing. He didn't see Oscar's smart for playing it like that, dog, because that's what motherfuckers want him to do. They want to see him break down and explode, but he just smiles it off.
But nah, man. He's healthy.
But he should get more aggressive. I agree with you, Punch. He should be more.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
so.
Yeah.
Punch, you said it yourself. Oscar's pretty much like the king of right now in boxing as far as promoting. He has like all the cash cows. He's bringing up all the boxers. So what do people always do? They hate on people above them. These other guys you're talking about, the reason people don't go after them is because they're retired. They're not king of the hill anymore. They're done. Hate, when you're on the top, people are gonna hate. Oscar's at top as far as promoting goes around. He's at the top. He's a big dog. He has the face of boxing. He has some of the best prospects that people all respect. So of course they're gonna target Oscar, unlike the rest that are nobody to this point. They're just former great boxers.
But is the narrative that a lot of these channels be pushing that we also got to change? Is that narrative as Oscar de la Hoya don't have black fighters? Yeah, because the black fighters, y'all left Oscar de la Hoya. Y'all choose to leave him. He ain't kicked y'all out. Y'all left him. Deontay Wilder had that. His last fight was with Golden Boy was that Stavern fight when he got the title. Why he left them? Deontay Wilder don't even talk shit about Oscar de la Hoya. Adrian Broner's success came under Golden Boy Promotions. Danny Swift Garcia's success came under Golden Boy Promotions. A lot of these people came in the platform of Golden Boy Promotions.
Yeah, these people you're saying they're talking trash, who are they supporting? BBC, the people who are under Oscar.
And that's crazy, though. That's what I was trying to say. He had Mosley, right? And then he had Bernard Hopkins, Mr. Muslim, Mr. You know what I'm saying? The alien. You know what I'm saying? With Nassim Richardson in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like so if it doesn't get any more extreme than that, you know what I mean? Like representing, you know what I mean? Because now you're talking Farrakhan, you're talking about Elijah Muhammad, you're talking about like some deep culture there, So if you can't get black fighters buying into that, you know what I mean? Like at least showing that there's a balance there. It's Oscar, it's also this guy. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to entice all the fighters. They're trying to entertain all of their views and all of their needs. And shit, man, you got a tough dip because the narrative has been from other boxing channels like, hey, over there they only care about Mexican fighters. They don't care about black fighters. Yeah, and that's not true. That's not true.
And at the top of that, and Oscar also have Floyd Mayweather Senior. You know what I'm saying? When he was homeless and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? They don't talk about that shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, but they want to talk about the negative stuff what De La Hoya has been doing. No positive. No, nothing about positive they don't talk about De La Hoya.
Exactly.
Everything got to be about the coke and the heels that he wearing, you know what I mean? They don't talk about nothing positive.
The son talks so much shit, but then he did so much shit for his own father. Yo, I don't care, bro, how me and you may have beef, but if you out there loving my father and supporting my father and paying my father great money, you think I'm going to hate you as a man? All that beef we had or all that little grudge, man, that goes down the toilet. Because if I love my pops that much, and let's say you love my pops that much, and my pops will be like, yo, I love this guy, man. Yo, when you did me wrong, the dude helped me out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Carlo, by the way, in the chat.
That shit hurts more, right? See, when you don't help your own pop. Shit.
Yeah.
That shit hurts more.
And you say whatever, outside the ring with Oscar. Inside the ring, forget about it, dog. Oscar fought everybody, bro.
When did Oscar became public enemy number one?
Oh shit.
Think honestly, about it. That's just the narrative, but when did everybody start and forget about the fishnet?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hate him because of that. But I know his hate doesn't come because he got fishness.
Nah, it's more than that. It's way more than that.
What's the narrative? What did Oscar De La Hoya actually do that he's like public enemy number one? Think about it.
Maybe he became the first boxer to be his own promoter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because he became the first Hispanic boxer, and he became the first promoter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You know?
Well, Roy Jones was his own promoter, but not to the scale of Oscar De La Hoya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. And he was the golden boy too. He won the gold medals in the Olympics. I think there's a lot of different reasons they hate De La Hoya.
But that's what I'm saying. I've asked this question, but people really can't pinpoint it. It's a narrative that's been pushed, a lie narrative on Oscar De La Hoya. And Floyd Mayweather is one of those guys that has pushed this narrative.
Well, to bring that whoever's on top, you know, if you want to move above the person who's on top, you have to bring that to the person as well. It's easier to pull somebody down than to lift yourself up. So, like all these famous people who are like really trashing on Oscar, they're the same people who are begging people for money for race baiting. That's all they do. That's their full-time job is to race bait. So of course they have to talk about Oscar like that.
So they hate Latinos.
No, they don't hate Latinos. Is that they're like a lot of these race baits you hear, they're trying to get money. They're hustling. So they're gonna say stuff with they're gonna say whatever it takes to get people to remove their money and give it to them.
They're race hustlers.
Pretty much. That's all it is. Like most of these people don't believe what they actually say. I'm sure there's some that may believe it, but most of these people don't. They're just saying it because they know it's gonna get them money.
Yo, all I'm saying, for me, in my opinion, I don't think it's worth to go that hard on a dude that's done a lot for your career. Everybody does the same shit to Oscar De La Hoya. They use his platform, they use Golden Boy Promotions, and then when they get what they want, now it's he ain't shit. That's what they all do.
Punch, that's what I was saying. If you asked somebody asked what the problem was, and I think it was like you had the Flomos, right? What they call them right now. Personally, I respect Floyd's skill. You know what I'm saying, to the highest degree. I do feel like he lost some, but on paper, guess what? He's still 50-0, and it is what it is. I can't get mad at that. Do I feel like he's one of the best boxers ever? Absolutely. Do I feel like he's better than Manny Pacquiao or the best among every other fighter? Nah. But that's arguable. You know what I'm saying, to everybody. But at the end of the day, I feel like maybe that's what was the whole thing, because he had to leave Bob Arum. Then it was this whole thing with Golden Boy, right? And then at the end of the day, he wanted to start his own thing, and it was always competition because some people thought that De La Hoya won. Me personally, I don't like, but at the end of the day, some people, and not just some, like a lot of people feel like De La Hoya won. I remember I left work and I was late because I had to close, and I was a closing manager, and I left and I went to a wing house, and bro, there was no seats. It was like actually 3 rows of people blocking the windows outside looking in. You know what I mean? To that fight. And I got there like around the 7th round, and I was like, yo, what's going on? They're like, yo, De La Hoya's winning. And I'm like, oh shit, for real? And then like I watched the reaction, and I didn't watch the whole fight, but I watched the reaction, and when they said the scores, everybody's like, oh, like they were upset. So, so everybody's got their own difference of opinion. I'm not saying that I watched it since, I watched the whole fight since then multiple times, but at that particular moment, everybody had their own opinion, and maybe he felt a certain way, because you see how he reacts when somebody says that, hey, you've been tested, maybe you got you won this fight, but you really didn't win this fight. And he's like, yo, you never give me a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? He goes in. You know what I mean? So that's just a different angle of thinking at it to respond to that question that you asked earlier. Why, he may have some heat with De La Hoya.
But then just look at this. Look at this. Oscar De La Hoya. Look at him breaking bread with you using Golden Boy's platform. Floyd Mayweather using. So he got the Oscar De La Hoya fight. Ricky Hatton, Marquez, Mosley, I don't think Mosley, because he had to leave Golden Boy Promotions to make that fight. But I think but they did that fight. Victor Ortiz, Cotto, Guerrero, Canelo, Maidana. All these big, huge fights. Go check out Floyd Mayweather's purse. But this is under the umbrella of Golden Boy Promotions.
You know, and I think a lot of that, that's what I was going to say before. I think a lot of that hate for Oscar comes from Floyd because, like you said earlier, he's one of the dudes that started to push that nonsense out there. Just like Floyd was the one who pushed all that bullshit about Pacquiao being on roids out there, dog. That's what he did. And that's how Pacquiao never got caught with nothing. All them rumors and all that bullshit, they started in Floyd Mayweather's camp and they pushed it to their friends in the media.
Yeah, I think that Floyd chilling with 50 Cent, he thought this shit was like the rap game, the hip hop game, where you need to take, like y'all was saying in the beginning, I need to take the man up top, diss him, degrade him, so then you could look like you're the top guy or the big business or Mayweather Promotions, or that's what I felt it was. Like, think about it. PBC wouldn't be PBC if it wasn't for their startup with Golden Boy Promotions. Fighters trusted PBC and Al Heyman because it works with Oscar De La Hoya, because people was really trusting Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy Promotions because he's a fighter, Bernard Hopkins, and all these dudes. Al Heyman just didn't came out the woodwork, and then all these fighters just went crazy over Al Heyman. Nah, he had to prove to these guys, but yet under the umbrella of Golden Boy Promotions, in which everybody was trusting and was taking over the sport of boxing. And that's what I mean. Everybody used Golden Boy. Everybody used Hoya until they got what they want. Then they leave, and then it's time to diss them.
Yeah, that's a good.
There goes for Richard Safer. Remember Richard Safer, bro? He was another one out here. Yeah.
Hey, just like Jay-Z said, when people be like, well, Golden Boy, that was Richard Schaefer. I said, yo, you can make a hove, then make another hove, right? If Richard Schaefer was that guy, let me see his stable.
Yeah.
And talking about these, I want to just make a quick statement that has nothing to do with this, right? But just piggybacking off of that, Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z said something, and this is for all the damn trolls that be like hating me on every channel, right? Said for no damn reason. Yo, and then they say that, oh, he's emotional, he's too passionate, he talks too aggressively. Yo, Jay-Z said, don't make me do it to you, Thunny, because I overdo it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So you won't confuse it for just rap music. So let that marinate before you start talking about, hey, a guy's emotional or whatever. But hey, we all good here. You feel me?
All right. Ru said no one knows firsthand other than the people who work with him, but I heard he's a snake when it comes to business. Man, the whole business is a snake. The whole boxing business is a snake. So it's just unjustifiable to just mention Oscar De La Hoya. The whole business is a snake. This is boxing. It's not overseen by anybody.
Yeah.
It's like a drug game, you know?
It's like it's whack. Oh, yo, you do something, you be snaking dudes. Hey, yo, no homo. Yo, you be playing dudes like that. Then the other guy, but you doing it yourself.
Yo, you cheesing. Man,
you know what? I'm gonna hashtag this, bro. We need this guy back because he cared about the fans, bro. He cared about giving us the work. Here you go. There you go. Hashtag Don King. Hashtag Don King 2020. Don King 2020.
Oscar is a 2020 Don King.
Hey, I like Oscar. I'm not gonna lie. You know why? Because I've seen what he has done. And even if you don't work with Oscar De La Hoya, he gave you the blueprint in empowering yourself. He gave you that blueprint. Having your own promotion works. Cutting out the middleman works. He knows Al Heyman's work too.
Yeah.
He probably just ain't like it because all the fighters left. But Al Heyman had a plan too, right? Use Oscar and then get all the fighters from him. They all used Oscar, bro. And then he becomes public enemy number one. They all, matter of fact, all of them are a snake to Oscar. They all snaked Oscar. Pause.
Damn.
Think about it.
It's a good point, Punch.
Think about it. Instead of the other way around, instead of the other way around. They the one that was unloyal to Oscar.
Yeah.
Just because Canelo figured out that his worth is just now that Canelo Alvarez figured out, you know what? Damn, I got 8 fights left. I'm going to give Oscar De La Hoya 20, 30%. Shit. Damn. I don't need Oscar. I don't need Golden Boy. And we all know that he don't need. At this point, no, Canelo Alvarez doesn't need a promotional company. No, he doesn't. But you know what? You figure that shit out late.
And that's what be making me chuckle about these dudes who like the fanboy for like a certain promoter or a certain network. I'm like, dog, they've all done some snake shit before. Nobody's a saint over here. Like that shit is the dumbest thing of all time. When motherfuckers be like, oh no, I only watch Eddie Hearn fights. I only watch Nah, bro. I don't care what station the good fights are on. Just give me some good fights. Don't matter to me.
Yo, I dare any promoter says this out loud. Well, the Zone gave me a budget of $20 million to get to make a fight between such and such. Promoters won't say that out loud, because if the promoter says the budget that the networks or the stream service gave them, that's when the boxers smarten up. That's when boxers don't know.
That's why I said earlier, no honor amongst thieves. And I mean, Johnny Boy can attest with all the mobsters and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody's willing to cut the next man down, you know what I'm saying, to gain that position and that profit, you know what I mean? And so you have a point with that punch, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it is kind of twisted, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, you don't know who's going to shoot first. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who's going to come at you first. And if it's in your contractual agreement and you're dealing in a dirty game, like you said before, this is a gangster's playground, right? Yep. Like you don't know who's playing, you know, you don't know who's playing. And you just, you know, at some point you're going to be like, hey, I got the upper hand, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take them out. That's it. Yep.
There's a lot of dudes, man. There's a lot of people out there, man, getting man money off these boxes. We don't know. And the managers are in it too. You don't know who to trust. A young boxer coming out the amateur, they don't know this business. They don't know this, the snake shit in this business. Not the pops, not the managers that they hire, that they've been working with, let's say with Bob Arum for years and years. Come on, man. The manager be like, yo, we're gonna take advantage of this kid. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that we got like 500,000 in a pot, but it's really he can make like 3-4 million off of this. See, the hard thing about faking Al Heyman is because Al Heyman walking into boxing already had relations with all these networks. That's his business. He knows all these dudes, so he knows ESPN, and he could call ESPN and be like, "Yo, how much did you give Bob Arum for this fight?" He got communication with them. Somebody gonna blow the horn. Somebody gonna snitch out. And that's what's happening in the sport of boxing. So everybody gets done in boxing. I'm just saying that Oscar De La Hoya just got a track record that he got a lot of successful people came out of his company.
Yeah, that's right.
And he built this company with fighters. They walked into a boxing, the business of boxing. Oscar De La Hoya is not supposed to be a smart guy. He went into their field and he became that number one promotional company. He wasn't supposed to do that. Oscar De La Hoya became everybody's enemy. How this boxer like Eddie Hearn, he's groomed to be this. He was born to be this. Bob Arum is he's in the Bible. Put it that way. That's how old he is. He's in the damn Bible.
that dude helped Noah. That dude helped Noah build the ark, bro.
And De La Hoya could be a potential Hall of Fame promoter. Yeah.
Yo, salute 2 hands. What's good, my brother?
Yeah, Spence.
I was thinking that he walked off the ark with like 7 contracts, so that was funny as hell because you were thinking on the same plane, bro.
Salute 2 hands. That's my boy right there.
Salute 2 hands, man. But yo,
Punch, I can also see De La Hoya become a potential Hall of Fame promoter. You know.
He
He did
is.
so
He
much,
helped
so
boxing
much.
down. Think
So
about
he
it.
did so much for the sport. Yeah.
Of course, if all the Floyd Mayweather fights and his fights was record breaking, he was promoting those fights.
Canelo's fights, all those fights. Yeah.
That's why probably Floyd don't like him, because he'd be like, you know what? Damn, this guy is a big part of my money made aura. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, if Oscar De La Hoya never gave me a chance to fight him, I probably would still be Pretty Boy.
It was funny because he never gave him the credit. He always gave Richard Safer the credit.
Yeah, of course.
Richard
He can't
Safer.
get
I was like, wow, this dude's petty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wanted to give a little quick shout out to Two Hands because we shot each other out on IBFT or IBFP, you know what I'm saying? But then yesterday I seen a stream over there on DT3 and I seen his stream today where he was going in. You know what I'm saying? So it was lit content. So I gotta give him a props for that shit.
This your bitch H Bummy. Mrs. The Zone. Y'all already know, bruh. Before going live, bruh, I like getting my ass touched, ass licked, ass fucked. You know, I'm LDBC's fuckboy, bruh. I'm LDBC's fuckboy, bruh. I'm H Bummy. H Bummy, baby. You already know who got next. Snatch me up, Fred. Who got next? It's your turn. It's your turn. I got my ass cheeks spread out, bruh. Y'all already know, man. Let me take this do-rag off, bruh. Let me brush the waves, bruh. And then stick this comb on my ass, bruh. That's what I
do. Intermission commercial. Intermission.
Hey, that's a good commercial,
what the hell
bro.
did I just watch?
That's an intermission commercial.
That was a good little break, you know?
Yo, watch out. That guy's going to beat everybody up, dog. Watch out, bro. He's gonna he's gonna just beat the ever living shit out of all of us. That little guy.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 5'2". I can swear he's a midget. Does he not look? He's like at most 5'2"?
I'm LDBC fuckboy, bro.
He said he's from Memphis, but he ain't from Memphis, dog. That's the funny thing about it. He ain't from. I've been to Memphis. He ain't from no goddamn. Nah. Think you was Juicy J home slice?
Hey, well, why do you think he gets so much love from El Jefe? You know, who be doing who?
Yo, and I ain't gonna talk too greasy, but damn, if you're in a cul-de-sac, I wouldn't be talking too hard like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in a cul-de-sac, that's problems right there for you. If you got an army coming at you, you don't want to be in a cul-de-sac, bro.
Yo, what happened? As soon as I put that video up, they vanish.
See, he will be going live, but I just don't know the time.
Hey, yo, are we gonna invade Punch's life today or what?
Yeah, bro, he's going live today.
Yeah, bro, the MXPC should invade it and take over.
Facts. We got.
They magically disappeared.
Pull the fucking.
Hey, Punch, you got that video when this nigga throw all his punches? I'm gonna knock you out like this. No. He start throwing the punches. Then he got a vest.
That was Jetta that was putting it on.
That shit is funny. He got the Titanic vest.
Nah, man.
Yo, I forgot what they said, man.
Yeah,
They said he had the bulletproof life preserver, bro. Like, damn, bro.
That's what my boy Jimmy Mack was saying. He's like, dog, that kid throwing punches looks like the little kid at the deep end of the pool who can't swim, dog. Like,
yo, that's it,
Damn.
man. Yo, I had it with the it's just funny. I just don't want to waste my time.
They're very quiet today. They're all quiet. They're very quiet.
No, they all quiet, man. Ever since last.
We keep muting them.
Yeah.
Huh?
We keep muting those assholes. We're like, oh, mute. They say something bad, it's like mute.
Like no. I don't care if it's them or whatever. If they go personal, then do what you gotta do. If they go personal, they're not talking
But that's
boxing.
mostly what's been being blocked though today. It's just the fact that at first we were having fun, but then it came to the point where it was like nobody actually blocked them. You know what I'm saying? It was more like just timing them out the way that they do to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then they got the point, like just talk boxing, and some of them did start talking boxing. You know what I mean? So we kind of conditioned them today. Today was the first day of training for them. You feel me?
I got you.
We took the paddle out. We spanked their butts just like they apparently like to get spanked in the butt, and put them in their place.
I got you. I got you too, Hands. I got you.
This your bitch H Bummy, Mrs. The Zone. Y'all already know, bruh. Before going live, bruh, I like getting my ass touched, ass licked, ass fucked. You know, I'm LDBC's fuckboy, bruh. I'm LDBC's fuckboy, bruh. I'm H Bummy, baby. You already know who got next. Snatch me up, Fred. Who got next? It's your turn. It's your turn. I got my ass cheeks spread out, bruh. Y'all already know, man. Let me take this do-rag off, bruh. Let me brush the waves, bruh, and then stick this comb on my ass, bruh. That's what I do.
Yo, that shit kills me every time. He's like, "That's me up, Fred. That's me up, Fred. Who got next? Who got next?" That shit kills me every time I hear that part, bro.
Yo, man, how the dude gonna do an intro like that, man? What the fuck is wrong with him? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that child, man?
I don't know.
Hey guys, to get those likes up, come on, guys. You can do better. You can do a lot better. We're like, we haven't even hit 50 yet. It's freaking ridiculous. Come on, guys. There's 47 people.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta wake up early. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I'll talk to you. Thanks for having me on, Punch, Glenn, Guido, Killer.
All right, Johnny. Good night. Buenas noches, Johnny.
All right, guys. I'm about to take off too. I gotta work tomorrow morning, and yeah.
All right, my brother.
You too, brother. Have a great night, guys.
Good night, brother.
You don't hear that often, right? Like with the trolls. I'm gonna stop trolling because I gotta go to work tomorrow, right? You never hear that from them.
Nah.
Yeah. Because as soon as they leave, they go to another channel to troll that one. You know what I'm saying?
The SSI check. That's what it is. They don't.
Yeah. True.
You know.
I don't even know how they got the energy to do that. See. Do they even play PlayStation or watch a movie or something? Damn,
I will have the energy to actually build my own channel. That's what, right? I will have the
right.
Than troll every single day. I'd rather build my own channel than troll. Or if you're gonna go to the troll, have a boxing dialogue. That's fun. The fun is to have the boxing dialogue. The fun is to have the boxing debate. Like, I'm gonna take it to another level. Like, there's gonna be live shows. I'm gonna be like, okay, is none of these photos or whatever. It's gotta be, everybody gotta show their face, you know, like that on some Zoom shit.
Yeah, because they're using my pictures like crazy, Punch. It's unbelievable.
And if they want to get on, and you know why I put them on? When they show their face. They want to show their face, cool. No more of this. I don't know who I'm talking to, who I don't know who I'm not debating. Nah, I don't like that. That's some catfish shit.
That's facts, man. Like, yo, the internet, you know, you got people, yo, even when I'm on a live stream, I'm surprised nobody called me tonight. Even when I'm on a live stream, every single time they see me on a live stream, all of a sudden I'm getting a call from a private number. And I'm not changing my number, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like, I prefer just to go ahead and answer it and hang up. You know what I mean? That's just me. And when I'm sleeping, guess what? My shit is on mute. So I don't hear shit. They're not bothering me at all. You know what I mean? It's just when I'm up and I just see the phone ringing or I hear the phone ringing and then I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm going to answer the phone or I'm not going to answer the phone. But if it's from a private number, I'm not going to answer the phone if I'm not in the mood for it. And they call me all the time. That's a little creepy, bro. You know what I'm saying? For 16-year-olds and early 20-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? To be calling a grown-ass man in the middle of the night, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's weird. That's very weird.
All the trolls, pay attention. Announcement. All the trolls all the haters and the support. Now, all the haters. The panel will be open for the trolls. You know who you are. I've encountered you. Just show your face and you can be in the panel. All right?
And I know they listening.
That's as fair as it comes. That's it. That's how fair as it goes. Is that fair, guys? That's fair.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know they listening right now. They acting
L
like,
Dog,
you know,
you want to? It was here earlier. Hey, had good boxing dialogues before. I just got to know who I'm talking to. Everybody got to show their face. At least show me your face once. Everybody. Jefe. Everybody. Show me your face. That's
hey, bro, you know how Jefe look like, bro? Come on. I sent it to you the other day. You know how you look like? Come on.
Oh, yeah, you showed me his face. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Everybody knows that's him, bro. I already found him, bro. So, you know, just show the people that what Jefe look like. That's it.
Yo, Gary, Indiana sometimes has the weirdest looking creatures, bro.
I told you I was gonna find Jefe, right, Glenn? I told you.
Yo, I thought Black and Brown found them first, but yo,
I find them. I find the real Jefe.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Keep on talking. I'm
You know, Glenn.
Yo,
I had no idea, man. That's what. No wonder he don't want to show his face, Glenn. Shit, no wonder. Damn, I was like, damn, you know. I was like, damn, no wonder this dude don't want to show his face. Damn, it's horrible, Glenn. You know.
Yo,
Shit.
Punch, I need that green T-shirt in 2XL, bro. They still not doing the 2XL in that. They don't do more than a small. In the green T-shirt, and that's the one that I want.
Oh, yeah, because I haven't really checked the size in Teespring.
Yeah, just because they got the 2XL in pretty much every color except for the green one. That's the one that I want. And then I want to get the black hoodie, but I want to get it at the same time. I'm gonna get the black hoodie, and I'm gonna get the what do you call it? The green tee. You know what I mean? It's for a specific outfit.
Shit, hold on.
Somebody want to see a Jefe's face, yo.
I know. We found them, yo. You found them. Good looking out.
I told you I was gonna find him, man. Everybody want to see it. Let me know.
He did his Inspector Gadget stuff, and
I told you, Jefe, don't mess with me. I told you.
I'm gonna put it up. Give me a second. Keep on talking.
Let me give a quick shout out to Carlo. Carlo, what's up, brother?
Word up. Look at the chat. Yo, Guido, look at the chat and give everybody a shout out that's been here, man. Everybody's been. Dragon's there. Chet is there still. You know what I mean? Toby,
what's up, Toby? What up, everybody? No? Dragon Leg, what up?
Yeah,
word up.
What do you think about
it? Still. Jeff is still here. Fairness was laughing his ass off earlier. He's here.
Yo, hit the like button if y'all want to see it. Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up, everybody.
Yo, y'all want to see how Jefe look like?
Hold on. We got to get a thumbs up in here.
Hold on.
Nah, it's not. Yo, Chet, it ain't H Money. So I seen the picture already.
Oh, what? Damn, I don't think we should show it to the public, bro. I think it's so vicious. Damn, man. If y'all got your kids, make sure they don't see that, because it's ugly, you know? Make sure your kids don't see that.
That's why he doesn't show his picture.
Yo, guys, y'all wanna know how he really looks like? For all the people, this is for all the for the YouTube channels, the boxing channel community, and Jefe's been he could debate. Sometimes he's off the railings. This is not no shades, but this is who he is, and I want him to be proud of who he is. Don't worry, man. You could. There's a lady out there for you. You know?
Yeah, it's a lady for everybody out there.
Yeah, you know.
No need to be
shame.
ashamed. Jefe, be a man, stick your chest up, you know?
So
And be like,
this-
yeah, that's me, Jefe.
Not just a lady, but there's also maybe a guy. You know, it just depends.
Y'all got it?
Hold
Oh,
on.
shit, you can't see it.
Hold on.
You couldn't see it.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Oh man.
There it goes. I knew he had mental problems. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell you, this kid got problems, bro. Look at Jefe right there.
That's Jefe.
Now, Jefe.
Everybody,
So now, Jefe, listen to me. Just come in with your face, man. We know who you are now.
He looked like the Mexican version of the dude on Goonies that was asking for the Snickers. Remember him?
We found him in Facebook. Oh. What's so funny, y'all, man? Come on, man. He's just a regular.
Nah, leave Jefe alone. Nah, come on. Let's not laugh. That's the way Jefe look, you know? Jefe should be proud of himself, you know?
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He should be not, you know,
I mean, he got a shape up at least. At least he cuts his hair. At least he goes to a decent barber.
Yeah. He's safe. Yeah, all right.
Does his eyebrows there, you know, but it's all right, you know.
And you could tell the camera, like he's got good listening skills because the camera was like obviously to the left. And you see how his right ear is lifted up, listening to where the camera shot came from?
Yeah.
Like he's focused, like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. What people like, hey, come on, man. Don't be mean to Jefe like that. Come on. You know? Not anybody could be like on some Brad Pitt or something like that. Come on, y'all. Come on. There's somebody for him. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't gotta go like that.
I mean, we all show our face. We're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jefe just gotta get used to showing his face. Nothing wrong about that.
Maybe without a photo, maybe with the live, maybe he looked different. Maybe that was just a bad photo.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we all have bad photos in our lives. You know, sometimes we take a photo, a selfie, we erased it. Maybe that was just one of those days. You know, he had a bad day. Maybe is that.
Yo, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know.
I don't know. Maybe he got the little white stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he.
Jefe need to get a new haircut, though. You know what I mean? Like, let his hair go and get a nice fade. You know?
I mean, at least that looks like a $4.50 haircut. That's all right. I mean, if he could afford that, you know, it's the shape of the head, man. It's kind of weird, but you know. Hey, at least it's clean, you know.
At least he tried. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll get it. You know, I see he's trying to work it out. You know,
at least
we can help him out with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can help him out with that, so he'll be all right.
At least he's not some dirty dude, you know. At least he clean. Look at his eyebrow. He probably went to the salon and got a shape up.
You know, like, you know, I mean, if coronavirus going on, a lot of places are going out of business, like barbershops. You know, he got like one of the closing business deals. You know what I'm saying? $2 a haircut. You know what I'm saying?
You know, $4.50
barber that was about to retire anyway.
You know.
Hey, but there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as he get a haircut, he's all right. You know. That's all that matters. Nice haircut. You know.
Hey, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his barber.
Yo, drop the link to his barber's email address. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you wherever you at.
Oh man. I told Jefe don't fuck with me. No? I told you, boy, I was gonna find you.
Damn, man, Guido, yo, how you be? Yo, you expect the gadget, man.
I'm telling you, yo, these guys don't understand, bro.
But that's that's who he is.
He wasn't at 8 years in the paint. Look, he wasn't in the 8 years in the paint. He was in a mental hospital. Oh my God.
Nah, look at the purple. I think he's a chef or something. Like he's a cooker. Or he's a busboy.
Tiene una pantalla. Is that
your Uber driver, bro?
No, pero mira mira, está bien.
Es una pantalla.
Lineado, está bien. Él la tiene más
Eso-
mejor
mira la
que mi
pantallita,
mujer.
míralo
La
ahí,
tiene más mejor que mi
míralo.
mujer.
Yo, is it me or does the right side of the picture looks smaller than the left side of the picture? Like his left side of his face is smaller than the right side of his face. Like, you know,
Like
his
the ear is
nostrils
more
smaller.
back, and that one is more. Doesn't he look like, you remember the movie? Damn, what's that movie, man? Oh man, I
What
forgot.
Think
movie?
about the Goonies, bro. That's all I
The
can think of.
movie, yeah, that one.
Yeah, the Goonies, the crazy dude on the boat. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Oh shit.
Hey, Bus Boy. Yo,
Man, I'm just saying. But we gotta find more people still, you know what I'm saying, Pa?
of
I'm gonna see
course
if I try to find the other guy.
Yeah. We on it. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
on it. We on it. I mean, this is what they say, you know. They said they was gonna
He will be going live, but I just don't know the time.
Hey, yo, are we gonna invade Punch's life today or what?
Yeah, bro, he's going live today.
Yeah, bro, the MXPC should invade it and, you know, take over.
Facts. We got
Hey, so don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me when I'm going that shot. I'm only playing defense. Gary Payton. I'm only playing defense. That's all, you know? Am I being mean? I'm not being mean. Hey.
Nah, bro.
The Mexican version of Biggie Smalls.
Hey, damn.
Damn, son. So you what up, man? Like none of these cats want to come up here and chop it up.
Yeah.
How many people you got in the live? Because I don't know how to use my phone to talk in the chat or see anything as far as the likes or the live. How many people here and nothing like that when I'm on the StreamYard.
Yeah, I think my thing got frozen up, yeah, Glenn?
Yeah, well.
Oh, who's
Punch definitely
frozen
got
up?
froze
With
up.
Punch?
Yeah, it's Punch. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But man, so what you guys think about it? I told you guys I was gonna find him, you know? So Glenn,
Yeah,
what's
bro.
your thought about it?
Man, look, man. You know, I thought because they were making fun of my kids that my 9 kids were gonna form like Voltron and go onto the internet and find them because you know they're internet savvy and all that. But you found them first, bro. So that just shows that the millennials, bro, you guys are on point, bro. Because my kids couldn't even find them like that. But they promised me that they're gonna find them soon.
Oh, well, I handled that already, you know what I'm saying? I had to let you guys know about that. I was like, yo, this dude is a mentor. No wonder he can't talk right. No wonder he be in that lean, you know? You know, every time he talk, he be like, hey, what's good, bro? What's good, bro?
Yeah, it's
Hey,
because
bro.
he leans to the
This dude
left.
can't
He
even
leans to
talk
the
right.
left, bro. He's trying to lean back to the right. You see how everything is like unproportionate there, like disproportionate. Like most of his left face is missing. You know, with the small nostril, the missing ear and shit like that. Then you see the right ear all big and shit. The big right nostril. The eyes even
Yeah,
lower
tiene
on the
como la
left side,
pantalla allá
bigger on
abajo,
the
you know what I'm
right
saying?
side. Yeah.
This dude got like a little earring. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Damn, you know what I'm saying? Damn, Glenn, no wonder he don't want to show his face. You know what I'm saying? No wonder he never want to show his face. Damn.
For real,
That's
man.
just sad, you know? But, you know, he still got a chance. There's somebody out for somebody, you know what I'm saying, Glenn? At least he tried, you know? He got a nice cut, you know?
Yo.
We could help him
You know,
out
I
with
mean,
some things, you know?
look at Shrek. He found a princess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even realize. You know, and it was a princess.
Yeah, so what's up, everybody in the chat? What's good?
So what you talk? Talk to us about new boxes, bro. Because I know you be always want to talk about new boxes, man. Talk to us about new boxes.
What, you mean the upcoming fighters?
Yeah.
Who we got? What you want to talk about, like in general, or
just who you more passionate about? Who's coming out? No matter what, whether they're Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, Black, you know what I'm saying, white, European, you know what I'm saying, wherever the fuck they're from.
We got Josue Vargas. Yeah, make sure y'all find out Josue Vargas. You know, he's from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican. You know, he fights on 140. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check him out. And we got a lot of great fighters. We got what's his name? Julian Rodriguez, the Hammerhead. Y'all check him out. Oh, and I want to ask you, Glenn, what you think about Xander Zaya's performance? He just got a nice knockout and last fight. You know what I mean? What you thought about?
He's coming along good, man. He's coming along good. You know, I'm more excited right now though about Berlanga with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Another great talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Diego Pachenko upcoming. You know, Gable Flores. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of great fighters upcoming, Glenn. And boxing's in a great position right now.
That's true. Yo, and you know who I liked over the last weekend? It was Jesus. What the hell was his name? His last name? Jesus Ramos. Remember Ramos that fought against Ugas?
Yeah.
His nephew.
He looked spectacular.
Another undefeated fighter. They're both undefeated. And the other guy, Garcia, he knocked him out in the second round, but he did it like in like a good way. Like he just like pretty much like he was smiling every time Garcia hit him. Even though Garcia was obviously the smaller one with the lesser reach advantage, he still did what he was supposed to do as a champion. You know, so and even though he's not a champion yet, but what I'm saying is like, you know, he's showing those qualities like I can do this, you know, at this level.
Right. And also, you know who looked spectacular the other day? Jesse Bam Rodriguez. He's one of the Robert Garcia's fighter. I think he look impressive. You know what I'm saying? 20 years old. You know, he has like 10 wins, I believe, and 8 knockouts. I think he look impressive too. Robert Garcia's been holding it down. I gotta give it. I think he's the best trainer in my opinion in today's boxing. You know?
Yeah, he's one of them definitely right now, man. I think between him and Salas, you're gonna have. I think those are the major trainers right now, because I really haven't seen anything besides them. You know, you have individual trainers here and there, but those are the ones that have the bigger camps that are fighting this year.
Yeah, right. You know, I mean, boxing has a bright future, Glenn. You know, so many great prospects coming out. You know, we're in a good shape with that.
Hopefully, this whole lawsuit doesn't derail everything.
Yeah.
And throw it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hopefully, you know.
Fellas, I'm about to turn this off. Yeah, my wife is messing up this shit.
I didn't even hear you. You there? What you said?
Yeah, I'm about to end the live. This shit is effing up right now. So.
Oh yeah, YouTube's been giving a lot of problems today, man. So yo, I appreciate you having me on the stream, brother. You know what I'm saying? You have a great night, bro.
You too,
peace out, everybody. Yo, peace out.
I appreciate you. You know, always.
Man. Have a great night. Have a good morning.